What do you roll to put in the background?
Alright, we are now recording.
Oh, you are. Okay. Alright then. Ignores. Previously on The Keep. Their journey to Eastwatch was far from over, but our heroes have arrived in Bronzeley, a city located in the middle of the King's Plain where farmers, ranchers, and traders come to sell their wares. After a bit of shopping, our heroes have made 3 key discoveries. The first is that the abyssal obelisk they found spoke of blood, death, and ruin. The second is that there is money to be made through the collecting of bounties. And the third is that there is a fight club happening tonight at the Steel Lady Store.
These are all very important things.
What else will our heroes learn in their time in Bronzeley? Let's find out! So, we're picking up essentially, we're at like midday or so.
This was like some weird whiplash. I was just at a wedding, and now I'm suddenly here, and life is different. Anyway,
Life is fun.
you're not wrong.
So, we're picking up midday. You guys have met up for a quick bite of lunch. So you guys are sitting down, eating some food.
It's almost like we're doing that in real life.
I know, right?
Shocking.
I can smell the food that's in the air.
So we are
Could
at
get gross.
midday at about, per y'all's self-imposed timeline, you have a day and a half left in the city. So there is the fight club tonight that you discovered.
And as we sit down to lunch, I will tell everyone about the Fight Club. that I
We're
found.
sitting down to lunch.
We said Steel Lady, right? Did it say Steel
The
Lady?
Steel Lady is
Did we
where the
find out
fight.
what time? I don't remember if we said that in the last one or
Nope,
not.
it was just that evening.
Nighttime.
That nighttime sometime.
Evening, Fight Club. We should go.
Be almost like home again. I'm up for it.
Your home is in a fight club?
For a while, yes.
Interesting.
I feel like there's a story there.
Oh, there's really not.
Eyes and Balderdash.
No,
always a
that's
story.
a different story. I stayed at a... Well, it was a self-proclaimed den of iniquity that hosted a fight club.
And you were just staying there voluntarily for no reason with no story, just randomly you dropped into this den of iniquity?
I found it. I stayed a while. I left. What more is there to say?
Why did you find it? Why did you stay a while? Were you hiding? Were you a part of the den of iniquity? There's a lot that could be answered.
This character arc is
I
amazing.
feel like in order... Never mind, I've lost track of the order of this instance.
I was gonna say, if you kept track of it, that's amazing.
There was something of a yes, yes, no in there, I believe, but I'm not quite sure which question started the yes or the no.
That's fine, more important, it's just part of your track record.
I'll tell you what, I'll trade you a question for a question.
Well, considering she's already given you several questions, I feel like maybe you can ask a question and then give an answer.
I'll answer as vaguely as you have.
Oh dear goodness.
Is that a deal?
One question.
One question. Very well. What question would you like me to answer?
No, you get to ask first.
She just did.
Well then, that was it.
Well then, in return, no.
Okay.
And we are satisfied.
All right, very good. Now that we have all that cleared up,
I say the legends of the Fey creatures are true.
I feel like that was a slight against my character, and I don't appreciate it, Kari.
It's making
What's that a
generalizations and stereotypes.
does
of
that make
course
you a
it does.
blue fairy?
A blue one.
Why are they stereotypes?
Just because something is commonly true does not mean it is true of all people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's right.
A strange would have it, or lucky would be.
My life.
I'm not sure. If you discover it, do let me know.
This is why I love this group. It's one big happy family. Shit, man.
Okay, so, Fight Club?
The heck is out there?
I don't know. That scared me.
I do feel like we have some time to perhaps take care of other business first. I did actually have a question. I have an errand I would like to run, but I'm incapable of completing it by myself. I was wondering if anybody would be interested in assisting me with this endeavor.
Maybe. What is it you need to do?
I need to... Well,
I need a pencil.
make sure I'm telling you the right thing first.
I'm prepared, I swear.
I 100% believe that Mare carries a notebook around with her to keep track of everything she wants to do.
That's right.
Yeah, that tracks.
I believe that, yeah. No worries.
Is that in your equipment?
An acquaintance is looking for the task of an orc, and I'm not sure if such a thing could be purchased, or rather, I hesitate to use the word harvested.
Procured. I believe procured is the word you are looking for.
Yes.
Does it need to be a full orc or does a half orc work?
No, a full orc, in fact, is necessary.
2 half orcs make a full?
I don't believe genetics work like that.
Ah.
If no one is available to help, of course I do understand.
I wonder if there would be might be an orc in the fight club tonight. Be an opportune moment to harvest a knocked out tusk.
If there's an orc,
Or
and
procured, sorry, procured.
if an orcish task is procured, I would be ever so indebted to whoever procured it.
What is this acquaintance need this for?
I have no idea, but they asked me for it, and I said I would get it.
This sounds fun. I'm willing to help.
Hey, same here. Might be worth talking to maybe the local hunters or authorities to see if there's a horse stand nearby.
Entirely possible.
You're going to actively ask for orcs in town, and when one comes up missing a tooth, they're just not gonna think it's us.
I mean, I said I was willing to help, but
I was thinking more of a.
do that.
What are the,
I was thinking more of a the feral type, but it's not a bad
A
idea.
feral orc?
a domesticated orc?
Is that how it works? I don't feel like that's how it works.
I'm not entirely sure.
Is it possible
Where I'm from, the orcs don't really.
we could potentially
Band-
find
Dungeon Master in this world.
Yeah, somebody make a history check.
Sure.
I'll do it. I rolled a 16 plus whatever.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
I rolled a
16 plus
10.
3, that's a 19.
Yeah, so orcs in this world, there are some who might be domesticated. There are some that live within cities that are active citizens within the realm. But then there also are orc-like war tribes and roving bands that are more more savage, more brutal in their actions. They're very tribal, clan-based. They don't really go into cities, any of that. They prefer just to, raid, pillage, and plunder as they go. So there are, in fact,
So would it be a possibility to find an orc in the fighting ring and procure a tooth there?
Indeed, I hope it would be that simple.
Literally what I just said.
Bloody and brutal, and this is not like you. What exactly are you hunting for?
I mean,
As I said, this is not something I can ascertain for myself. It was an acquaintance who,
What
Ask
kind
me
of
for-
acquaintances are you making here, man?
So are you okay with
Interesting.
violence
Seems
as long
like-
as you're not the one doing it?
is it the death or is it the violence?
Because I have no judgment either way. There are some of us who are less opposed to violence, but I am rather curious about how you...
Seems like an odd take on consent.
the,
Damn!
You put that there, huh?
I'm not opposed to those who enjoy violence. More power to them if that is how they choose to spend their life. I am, prohibited in some ways, pursuing the course of action myself.
Interesting.
It's really not. I believe I've mentioned before that my patroness, I suppose, the source of my gifts, gave me certain guidelines. I was rewarded my magics for the faithful acts of healing. Actually, in that same fight pit I'd mentioned earlier.
So you're bound to only heal higher intelligence life forms, but kill any lower intelligence life forms?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean, Rory. You may have noticed my meals have been somewhat less protein based, perhaps. I've tried to take your advice under just to listen to what you're saying. I would hate to hurt any sentient creature knowingly. It would be just awful.
I honestly stopped paying attention to what you eat.
That's entirely fair, and I'm very sorry.
But I'm very happy to hear that. That makes me glad.
But aren't you hurting the orc even though you're not the one hurting the orc because you need to hurt the orc to help the person that is an acquaintance?
Well, if the orc had a very bad toothache, it could be helping the orc.
It's true.
That's the plan. We open the dentistry place as a grift.
However,
And we specify that we are very good with orcish.
if the tooth is hurting, doesn't it mean it's rotten? And if it's rotten, is it not truly a full orc's tooth?
Was there ever a question as to quality?
So then we
I was
need
about to ask the
two
same question.
hurting teeth
There,
instead of.
there was no question as to quality. I believe if we bought a single task from an orcish individual, that would satisfy their request.
Man, I needed this weekend, right? Just, you know, this,
Wes, you said you had a lot you were trying to get done tonight.
This is fine.
This.
What you don't know is Wes has been just silently tearing his sheets.
You defeat him.
he just leans over to his computer and he starts tapping on something. Wes, what you doing? No, don't worry about it. And he just deleted like 3 pages.
Well,
Delete.
I tell you what, I am not opposed to procuring a tusk for you. Piper just grins to himself just at this entire situation. Because, yes, why not? That sounds intriguing. If we can do it rightly, I have no intention of killing said orc, but if I could bust one out with a good fisticuff, that might be somewhat fulfilling.
Oh, I do hope we don't actually have to kill anybody. But, as you say, perhaps fisticuffs.
Yes. We'll see. And you'll be there. So, if he goes down, he can come back up, correct?
Indeed, I would be more than willing to.
Oh, and if it's at
Well,
the
if
fight
I go
pit,
down,
I
you can
mean,
bring me up to
probably don't let you
punching
kill
some
people,
holes.
so.
I'm
Doesn't
sure
that
not.
seem weird ethically as well? You're willing to let someone get hurt so you can bring them back so they become indebted to you?
Oh, I will
There's
carry no debt.
no debt for healing. This is not how it works.
Interesting.
Are healers procurers of debt where you come from?
Yes. Sorry, what? No, I got meta for a second. Oh, shit.
If they were magical healers, I don't know.
Man, I don't know. They have some kind of sorcery.
That PTSD.
Isn't it weird that surgery is just that they cut you until you don't die? Isn't that weird?
There's a little more than that, but yes.
I mean,
When you get down to it, though, it's like they cut you the right way. Anyway.
I'm gonna need more rum for this.
I mean, if we want to talk about consent.
You sign a waiver.
And so, bringing it back to the actual verse.
However, I was down at City Hall and I was informed that there is a group that has been asking about a clan such as ours. They didn't ask for any names or anything like that, and which is beneficial because I do not think we have a name to give. But
But there were
party,
folks asking about us.
yes,
Anyone in particular?
people.
No, I mean any of our group. Were they asking about any
There's
You
in
someone-
seem
particular?
flustered, like beyond normal fluster.
You tell me.
I'm not the brightest of bulbs. Like, is this something you'd be trying to hide? Because the way you're presenting it right now is like a lot more than. Like Rory and Riker are podunks from the city, so it's just, from the country, so it's like, oh yeah, whatever, people are asking. And you're like, oh my gosh, people are asking!
Just very intently curious about if they're asking about anybody in particular, and if there's somebody that they're looking for.
Agreed. There are some of us that don't need to be asked about. So.
It would be nice to know why in particular they are asking. Is it for us as a group? Is it for individuals?
Well, I know that I was told very specific details about the fact that they had been asked by our bounty hunter friend that we saw earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was the one who told me that they asked about a group and gave details.
And he told you this.
About all of us.
Like
Not by names, but definitely by
description.
By description.
Which you happen to remember the descriptions they used?
No.
That doesn't help you out for your trick, eh?
But like tall people.
Just be kind of curious to see.
I mean, he described you and one of your dates. He described. I don't know. You used too many of them.
That's kind of the point. If I know which description they used for me, I might be able to pinpoint where they might have seen me.
I mean, that is fair. I know that I have no idea from this region because Rory and I are definitely from further west and have never ventured out here as far as I know. I don't know if it's regional or local, but before I do forget, I might have done something which would benefit with y'all's help in finding somebody. A way to make some change for the journey ahead.
I would like this idea.
So there is a gentleman around who has been robbing people.
It wasn't me, I swear.
I believe that.
Good.
At least this time.
But for 100 gold, we could gather a bounty, taking him in alive. So his name. I'll relay information. He's got like a short crew cut. He often goes to, like, is it the Goat Bar, the Tattered Flag?
The goat bar.
Yes.
Delane? Was this the Delane?
Yes.
No, yes.
Delane.
What was the pronunciation was?
It's spelled D-E-L-L-A-N. So, no.
Dylan.
Well, that's not how I spelled it, so.
No, me neither.
So, because he had been robbing and taking things that were not his, I do believe it would be beneficial to help the people out in the town as well as maybe make some side money, but I do have an obligation to track this one down because I did take the contract.
Of course.
So,
Maybe if we're lucky, he's an orc.
Ooh,
maybe. I don't believe so.
The bounty did say it was a human, yes.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Now,
That's less convenient.
the difficulty. I have an idea.
Oh,
I love it already. What is your idea, sir?
what just happened?
Have you ever seen an orc before?
Have I? I know where you're going with that, and I'm on board.
You have my attention and my interest. Please do, come on.
You've seen plenty of half, but probably not a full.
Unfortunately, now.
But should we see one?
But should we see one? I think I know where you're going with this.
Can we fake it till we make it?
Well, Miss Mare, you work for her, so I can take a tusk from you
Okay, out of curiosity,
if she gives me.
having changed into several different forms and been in lots of fights during training, I'm sure I've lost a tooth or three. Do they change back when they leave my personage, or?
Interesting question. I think last.
Man.
The minute he said, "Hey," and I'm like, I would say.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's working just fine.
If it becomes a problem, you just make your mouth a little bit smaller so there's not enough room.
Shut up.
Oh, it's the ice. Okay.
I would say you cannot regrow appendages, right? Effects of that nature. And so honestly, I would say if you were to lose a tooth, you could not regrow said tooth.
which is fine.
And to you!
You just make your mouth smaller so it pushes them all
All you
together.
have
No
to do
gap.
is look like something else, right?
I mean,
A one-touched orc, and never go back to that disguise.
I think how that would relate is if you took an orcish form and lost a tusk, the next time you took another orcish form, that same sort of tusk would be missing. Such as if you switch to a dragonborn, they do not have 5 digits, they have 4. If you lose a pinky as dragonborn, you come back, your next dragonborn will only have 3.
but if I come back to my regular
Human,
form,
you may be also missing a digit.
Maybe, but not
But
entirely.
You definitely, as you would transition back,
yeah.
there's one of your dragonborn forms may be missing a tooth or something. You know, one of those things.
We'll keep that as plan C.
What's plan B?
Plan B is we go hunt for the wild ones. Plan A is we find one at the nightclub. Plan B is we go hunt for her den. Plan C is we knock out one of my tooths.
I am truly amazed that you are actually considering this.
Alright.
Much respect.
I mean,
I think.
that helps Mayor out and he can...
Oh, I would never ask you to do this, Carl. You must
No.
understand this is
But
something
we
I
would.
don't know if I could actually help you heal.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't there
If not, heal
capabilities
someone.
for clerics to do cool healy-doodah things and bring back said people and wake people up and regrow things that are chopped off?
I know the clerics of
Honestly, I don't know. I know what I've been able to do so far. I don't know much beyond that.
Well, if not you, then there are the clerics out there. I know the ones in my order can do all sorts of amazing things, so even if you can't at the moment, then I could always go back there and have them help me.
Do they take students?
Would I know that? I never did much.
Where you come from? No. Within the greater spectrum of the religion? Sure. But for your specific place? No. That's a
It's
special
not,
building.
not so much that they take students or don't take students. It's more of a it's a calling to a different patron of sorts.
No.
So I'm not entirely
Probably
sure
not.
that they would be able to take someone beholden to another deity
No, I imagine not.
or being or whatever. But
Those
In
in
the-
authority don't typically like to share.
no, they don't.
No, they don't.
The PTSD is real, y'all. However, the different gifts, I think, have more to do with the being who gave them to you than who could teach them to you. So, might find somebody else who might, in our travels, who might be beholden to the same nature.
Perhaps.
That being said, though, we want to do a little bit more shopping, looking around, or anything before tonight. I say we get it done. Maybe get some more information on your bounty friend. Can ask the locals if they know anything about orcs in the vicinity. Preferably ones with a toothache. And then reconvene for dinner at nightclub. Fight club. Thing.
Nightclub in with the fight club?
Aye.
Ooh, maybe I can fly.
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later.
These
Totally out of character thing.
it's even more juicy.
Let me know your thing you can do. It's awesome. Anyway,
They are.
I would be honest, a little bit of help in this particular area of tracking someone would be highly appreciated. I'm fairly adept at tracking wolves and wildlife and things like that, but
People in a city, especially not my own city, that's a little bit out of my wheelhouse.
might be some very good.
No, if we can find places to
So.
all of this conversation is very interesting, but it brings me to a few thoughts. First is we are questioning morality in different ways, And what was it? Yesterday, the day before, I've been drinking a lot. I made money off of it, and I don't apologize for that because I saw opportunity, man, and I snatched that shit. But I do recognize I am not by myself, and I have perhaps offended the sensibilities of those around me. Right? So for that, I would say I am sorry, because it is stupid of me to not consider everyone else around me. But Miss Diamond had pointed out he was an asshole, so I don't regret that platinum at all.
Nor should you.
That's right. The man, the bounty hunter, told you that we were being asked about, and we don't, as a group, have a name. I mean, should we have a name? Are we meant to be a group who is known?
I feel like notoriety may not suit us in general. I know Augustina and Rory, to some extent, are very skilled and gifted, but
Who's to some extent, Mayor?
a far greater extent than I could ever attain.
Lovely sister, man's my favorite part.
But notoriety and notice is something I'm not exceptionally comfortable with.
To that I somewhat agree.
Right, but at the same time, there are benefits to having the right kind of notoriety as being able to open doors into places we may not otherwise get into, being able to close doors that should not be walked through.
Which brings me to a point. We are together. We were going to the other town because the international group of super people decided they want us in their boyhood, right? So, beyond that point, we are traveling there to see what they're about, whether we like it or not. Right, that is like a big overarching goal, right? But what else are we doing? I know we have a bounty to hunt, I know we have an orc to punch in the face, we have an island to go to, you know? But, I mean, what are we doing? What is the goal long term? I bring this up because I like what we have going here. I like this group of individual people. All of us, I see good things here, I see opportunity here, I see future legends here. Despite what everyone else says, I say we will be legend, damn it. But, what do you say?
I mean, for me, this is the most fun I've had in my entire life. The order I come from is not very known for their senses of humor or freedom, for that matter.
Cheers, day drinking.
Cheers to that. But as far as life goals, for me, I'm looking for a family that went missing a while back, and the opportunity to travel. Safety in numbers always helps, but I like this group. I think it'll be fun. And to be perfectly honest, like I said, I've seen how some having the right reputation can open certain doors. Might be worth having. Might be worth the protection that comes with that.
I have not found much protection from being noticed, but I will trust you if you say it exists.
I think the concern I would have is that in order to have that, you need to have good notoriety, which means you have to cultivate particular images. Now, I think it's perfectly fine to cultivate particular images, but it may just mean it limits us in some of what we're able to do.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I suppose that opens the question of what sort of image do we wish to cultivate?
What kind of work do you want to do?
We are potentially, not potentially, that's not the word. We are potentially going to the Secret Service of Magical Super People to be heroes of the world. Yes? Why not try to lean into it? Hey. No?
Wait,
Is that not a crazy
I don't know, it's a crazy idea.
Crazy indeed.
Wouldn't it be fun?
depends on if they're the heroes.
That's true. That's why we're going to find out. And if they are not, we don't deal with them. Or maybe we deal with them? I don't know. It depends. These are ideas.
I must say, of the larger tasks, choices facing us, I have more trust in Augustina to lead us on the path she chooses to take, this island she's mentioned, than to go searching for some group that we still know next to nothing about.
Man, I found a loud spot on the floor. Damn.
But isn't that kind of the point of going? If they aren't everything they say they're cracked up to be, they could be. It could be a place to. It could be the protection that some of us may be looking for.
And if they're not all that they claim to be,
Then we leave.
then we find ourselves in the seat of their power.
I mean, but at the same time, I feel like if they really wanted to force us, they could have already.
There's also Callahan. He was
Rory?
a fairly honest person.
Yes?
What do you think about all this?
Yes.
About what?
All of it.
What we're talking about, where we're going, the idea of a name. You've been quiet about this.
And how is that food? Because we're sitting at lunch. Build the scene.
I don't really know. I mean, if the group wants to have a name, that's fine with me. I don't know. Any kind of like the whole succulent thing, but I think she's biased. I mean, we decided to go where we're going because we thought it would do some good, and that sounds good. But I don't know. I'm just with you and the group, you know, we made friends and
I think whichever direction we go, I've had people, specifically Rory, who's come in and been a good guy and helped direct my path on the right way, or a better way. I think that no matter where we go, I think that would be a reputation I would prefer to carry. Now that might mean sometimes getting in the middle of a fight club or something like that, but I would in general like to leave a place better than where I found it, if possible.
Would it shock you to believe I agree?
A little.
Would it shock you to believe?
No, of course, Gray never was.
Would it shock you all to believe that there was a point?
Innocence, you hear me? Did you protect her innocence, you hear me?
What do you think we've been trying to do this whole time? Would it shock you to believe that there was a time where I was deliberately trying to live the shit life that I lead?
You don't lead a shit life. I'm here with you.
You know what? You're right. You are correct. I misspeak. But the immoral implications of being a thief. I tried once to leave it behind. Would you believe I was almost a married man living a normal life?
Any woman would be lucky to marry you.
Oh, hot damn.
Did you say that without laughing?
friend and broke herself.
It's the second time she's done that today.
I love
Even
it.
that alcohol.
Yeah, no, those aren't that strong.
It's just candy in a bottle.
Is that one also flavored beer?
It's
That's my favorite thing about
margarita,
these.
whatever.
On the back they say they're flavored beer. I love it.
Oh man, I'm with you. Alcoholic candy is better.
But to answer your question, yes, I can believe.
You can believe that. So, you understand my meaning when I say the idea of trying to do better by the world. That is what we have to try.
I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you said that you wanted to find a way to help people, right?
Very much so, yes.
I think there might be opportunities as we travel and do these things to help a great many people. And if certain things that you wish not to discuss happen to come knocking on your door, that's what we're here for. And you have quite a bit of few bodies standing between you and that.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you. I suppose my biggest concern is allowing a larger organizational structure to dictate what people we help or how we help them.
We can always go in with the condition that we choose that.
We're private contractors.
Do what I want.
I think there is that concern. By the same token, I think it would also be fair to say more resources backing things which are good can be a benefit, as well as pointing us in the direction of people who need help that we might not even be able to see or know that they need or are in need on places around the world, or getting us fair to go see
An island of magicness.
So, yes, we have to be careful about what organization we may join up with, and I have no qualms with that. I have no qualms going along or not. I think it's more along the lines of I cannot discount them because of their size or because they're an organization, because the same thing could be asked about this group too. All who's to say that they are doing, or that they are, why are they doing what they're doing, and how is that helping? So I just have to be careful once again about stereotyping a group, if you will, just because we might have had experiences with someone in the past who did something one way. That does not mean where we're going we'll do the exact same. It could be legitimately good in its intent and its actions and its workings. So
what happens if we get there? Some of us like them and some of us don't. We separate?
we have a fist fight.
I feel like that's something unheard of for certain people in this group.
I'm just saying, like,
one-sided competition.
Trial by combat.
yes, no. Can you not think? I think that is something then for us to dialogue about and cross that bridge when we get there, because we're also worrying about a few weeks down the road with concerns that we don't even know about, and I'm sure that will be a conversation. I think what we can do now is commit to actually communicate about our thoughts and go from there. It could be that we approach and we all dislike it. So what then? Well, what happens if we all go there and we all enjoy it? There's
Give
so
them
many.
one of these and we walk out like G's.
If we enjoy it. So
It could be the case that just as much as we're vetting them, that really this is a chance for them to vet us and see if we're the kind of people who really want to help people and they just want to be the resources that we need to do that. So
Callahan did say
it might not be the case that they want to tell us what to do at all. And these were friends of Mr. Callahan, and Mr. Callahan has always helped Riker and I, and so they have at least that much trust from me.
So,
Rory's judge of character is impeccable, so I find this good to abide.
So, a very important question is, if we were to allow ourselves to pursue notoriety, what would we be known as?
Thanks. Hags. I've heard of hags. Is that good or is that bad?
It kind of depends on the one you run into. Most of them are kind of wolfy.
Or what?
Like wolves.
Or wolfy. Like with honey.
I mean, with the type of currency they take, yes.
I mean, I suppose I'd rather be known as a wolf than a sheep.
That's pretty cool.
I was going to say, I suppose I'd rather be known as a wolf than a sheep.
You understand?
I take offense.
My sincerest apologies.
She's stereotyping right now. Just go with it.
Says the goat girl carrying the wolf head.
The sheep can be
I
vicious.
understand what you're saying. I think I would much rather be someone who protects and seeks out that which is dangerous than innocent bystanders who have no idea which way is up or down. How to turn themselves over. Oh, very glad you're not alone.
I'm just not a sheep
Really?
at all.
Should I take more of this?
No.
Sheep as creatures are adorable and sweet, but not very intelligent, and Augustina is one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. So I suppose it's I suppose I'm just going to stop talking now.
That was out of character. I get it.
Please be more quiet.
Alright. Go with me on this.
I agree with you, Mayor. Both accounts.
100% take me on a journey.
Okay then. That's where this is going. All right.
That's a man. It's like, whoa, that's a different journey. Whoa, that's a different journey. Whoa, we're over here now. Whiplash. All right. All of us here at this table, right? Because we're sitting having lunch. But you already know that. All of us here, we are different. We are individuals. We are, in some ways, kind of fucking strange. Yes. Now go with me on this. Go with me on this.
Okay.
Like big men. Look at you. You're big, you are strong, you are mighty. You look, but you look as though you are human, yet damn man, you are big. You are strong, you are good in your heart, yes? And from what I remember you saying, you have some lacking in memories. Yes? That is, not to, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to.
I know. You're good. You can say whatever you want.
Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Because you tadpole. You change into fucking anything, man. It's crazy. You seem like you are trying desperately to fit in when you can literally be anyone. You have a sweetness in your heart and yet you stab bitches in the face. I mean,
Why did I
damn.
start drinking while he was talking?
Very dangerous. Rory, fluffy man. You are so smart. Your brilliance. Everything is exciting when you open your mouth because something magical is going to come out. I predict this every time. You are from a secluded forest in the middle of nowhere, and it's just this crazy thing. And you are now out here giving your brilliance to the world. Miss Mayor, you are this kind person who has so many secrets, and yet you have this desire to, make sure everyone around you is comfortable and happy. Tina, hot damn, you're like magic music queen from another world. Holy shit, there's so much mystery there. Don't take this the wrong way. What I see, we are all strange because in the grand scheme of the world, we are all different. We are all outsiders from different places, right? We are outsiders or outcasts. We have had trials and tribulations, but now together, right? We come together and we find, the bandits out there, or them Shih Tzu, or the goblins, or the dragon, and together we come together and we are slayers, right? We beat the shit out of these things, not just in the way of killing. We did that too. But we are slayers not of monsters and men, but also of problems. We are outslayers, and we will outslay everyone and become fucking legend. I fucking drop a mic and I walk out. Wait, what is a mic? I don't know. But my friends,
and then it returns.
My friends, regardless of what the people over there want from us and they want to hire us or whatever, regardless of the problems of the other people, we will figure it out. We will make it work. We're going to do good things in the world. Or at least that is what I see. What say you? What are we going to do?
So going back to the question that I originally asked, what are we gonna call ourselves again?
Outslayers, are you not listening?
Okay, out as an O-U-T? Okay.
That is the name I have been sitting on forever, and I thought it sounded badass.
Yes.
And I fucking practiced that speech like for 3 weeks. I finally got around to it.
I'm okay with the name, especially because you gave a speech. If someone else wants a better name, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's on the table. Now we brush it aside for something better, or like whatever. But if we don't want to, go around spreading our names, because some of us may potentially have bounties on their heads because they're stupid. Maybe we don't go talking mad shit yet. Maybe we do some good first, and then we start talking big shit. Hey?
Do you have a bounty on your head?
Not that I know of, but it's possible.
As much as you normally would.
So no.
That is fair.
Sorry, I channeled my inner elven little voice.
It happens.
That's,
So, as you guys are still eating lunch, or wrapping up
I mean,
lunch,
we can have story time later.
let's
If anyone...
Considering.
We have the fight club tonight, but we have the rest of the afternoon. What were y'all hoping to accomplish for the rest of your evening? If not, we can just fast forward to
I'm gonna make
tonight.
I'm gonna make this really quick. Real quick pass to the butcher's house.
Okay. Hoping to ascertain.
Just be able to get in and see if I find anything.
Okay, he is currently in his shop out front working, so we can
So-
try to sneak around the back.
Yep.
Okay.
Do I need to?
Yep. So make a stealth check.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that's good. Do the good stuff. That is a 21.
Yeah. You sneak around. You find a window that's sort of partially cracked. Make a. Do you have these tools?
I think you gave them to me.
No, I was gonna say I gave them to you.
Okay.
A sledgehammer.
Then
If
make,
Kari would have asked me, I would have given it back.
then make a dexterity check. It's just because you're not proficient in these tools, are you?
Mhm.
Yeah. So just make a general dexterity check to try to get into the window. DC will be a little higher because you don't have these tools.
Well,
with
that's
you.
a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah. That's
So
good.
plus 4.
Yeah, so you managed to pull out that one dagger you have and you have yet to use, and you sort of shimmy your way in, sort of slide into the window, and when you sort of step in, you step right into what you imagine to be his bedroom, as you can tell because there is a simple single bed. The entire furnishing is very simple. There's a bed, there's a little nightstand, there's a little dresser. Next to the nightstand, on top of the dresser, on top of both, there is some wax candles that have been burning. Looks like it's been there for a minute, but there's an accumulation of wax.
Alright.
There's a single door right in front of you. Make an investigation check.
Oh, come on. All right. You have been fantastic to me all campaign. I need you to keep it up. This is kind of important. You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. As you sort of go around, you give this room a very thorough once-over. Don't find anything out of the ordinary. There's not a whole lot in here. There's the single door in front of you and the window you came in.
Don't like that at all.
I don't think that likes you either.
Can I go check through the door and see if just basically rummage my way through the house and just
yeah, so the door is unlocked. You can sort of slide in there and you come into what looks to be like a general living area / there's a small sort of kitchen type setup. There's sort of a hearth fire with a pot of that can be moved in and out.
just looking for anything that might indicate why he made the list.
Yep. Another investigation check.
All right, that is not as good. That is a 19.
19, still good. So in this big open room, as you walk in here, you notice that there is a singular window located as you come in off to the right. There is another door across from you, and thinking about the layout, you imagine that probably leads to his shop. And then there's the door you came in. That's kind of the layout here. And there's a small little table with a simple wooden chair where you imagine he eats food. There's a not fancy, but a nicer sort of lounging chair there as well. Again, very simple furnishings, but as you begin to peruse and look around, you do end up finding what looks like tucked up underneath one of the sort of area rugs he has a trapdoor that is actually hidden beneath the rug.
Okay. I want to try to open the trapdoor.
Okay. You just gonna try to open it?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to because it is a trapdoor, check it for traps. But
Yeah.
That-
Investigation check.
oh, that's not as good. 14.
14. With that, you do identify that there does seem to be some sort of alarm type trap set up on it.
Is that something that's easily disarmed, or is that?
It'd be easier if you had tools, but you can certainly try it without.
What is it, like a string wire trap?
Yeah.
Okay. Using a combination of dagger, hooked thingy, and really wish I kept those tools now. Balls.
Or bought another pair while you're
Yeah. I didn't expect this to work.
Make a dexterity check.
Brendan, I need a witness. I need a witness.
It's a natural one.
You
It's a nat 20.
No, I heard that once. So the room blows up. You're dead. Sorry.
Well, we get to one of my 20
Who cares?
back.
Let's go.
We said we had to get to the wall.
You do manage
Split the
to.
party again, and look what happened. Brenda kills you.
At least it was Brenda this time, not me.
Yeah. That's the first. You do manage to slide your dagger in and just carefully unseat the trap. The door lifts up, and you do see there's a set of stairs actually that descend down. As you head down the stairs, it is dark down here. There is no light.
Okay, I'll pull one of my torches out.
Okay. As you sort of head downstairs and light the torch, you begin looking around, and what you see is shocking in the sense that it is as you descend down these flight of stairs very quickly, you get into just an open room, and inside the room, lining the walls, you see cages. Big enough 3x3, 4x4 cubes, almost. Yeah.
Anything in these
please?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, that's not nearly as good. That's 11.
11. Okay.
11.
As you sort of begin taking in this space in these rooms with your torch going through, you do notice that there is, along with these cages, you see that there are chains along the wall of manacles lining the walls, and in the center of the room you see there is a table that has been long stained with blood. You see a set of butcher tools next to the table. Where it looks like people or critters or animals or something has been cut repeatedly on this table. There's been multiple things, and these are in fact actual butcher's tools. These are meant for the butchering and the preparation of meats. And so as you sort of begin looking around, you start piecing things together and thinking, it would be tight. You could fit people in these cages. That could work. And the staining that you see around here would give hint that this has been happening for a while.
So there's nothing actually in the cages.
There is nothing actually in the cages at the moment. No.
Fair enough. Okay, I will take note of everything, make my way back up, reset the door.
Make one more stealth check as you exit the rooms.
No, that's stealth. That was not stealth. That would be a 16.
Okay, yeah. You definitely come reset everything how you had it. Buy back up that back window.
I'm gonna go see if I can find Rory.
Okay.
And depending on what Rory's doing, I may procure his help with taking some of the feathers, raven feathers that I've got in my bag, and kind of bleaching them white.
Yeah.
But if Rory's busy, then I'll see if I can find somebody in town, like alchemist person, that can do that.
Rory, are you busy?
I was just gonna go try and find out, either by looking around or asking around, if the city would be one that uses the like old style of hollowed logs for sewage, if it was that advanced or not.
Yeah, there is a sewage type disposal. You could, without too much difficulty, from either within the city or just the various, there is a large market and trading aspect within this city, so you could acquire hollow logs if that's what you're looking for.
Yep, that's possible. Something like 2 to 3 foot long, in that range.
Okay, we'll say... we'll say... is there any, like... Obviously, this is for the knot cannon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the...
So you would need it to be like
launcher.
good actual quality, right? Decent
There's
stuff?
because it's not combustion based inside the chamber itself, it's just spring loaded. It would need to, not be like rotted wood, but it's not gonna have to handle like impact from the inside or anything. So something of a moderate quality.
Okay, we'll say for 10 gold you could probably find something like that of a good quality, yeah.
Okay, that was all I was gonna do after lunch. So
Okay.
however long it takes me to do that, I am free past
yeah,
that, and I'll take off the 10 gold.
Karen can easily find you and whatever she needs.
Okay.
Just gonna get you to see if you can help me chemically alter some bird feathers to be white.
I don't have any chlorine on me, but the guy that I bought the saltpeter and sulfur from might have had some. I can check with him.
Okay. Yeah, it's you can acquire that there. The quantity that you're probably needing for bleaching a couple of feathers, unless you want to buy extra for your own purposes.
Sounds interesting. I don't want to carry around like a massive thing. Let's say like a large mason jar of chlorine powder.
Okay. Chlorine's not very readily. We'll run it. We'll give you a mason jar of chlorine for 5 gold.
Okay.
I'll contribute to that.
Okay.
I can do
And then-
3 gold.
You can be proficient or are proficient in alchemy tools, right?
I can be, yeah, I can be
Okay.
for sure. I might be on my list as a constant. No, but yes, I can be.
Okay. Then.
And I can, yeah, within an hour I can have them.
Yeah. So over the course of the next hour, you can procure those tools. So make a. Oh, let's say. Handling. I would say either. Yeah, let's call it intelligence. Let's do intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay. See how badly I can mess up mixing water, chlorine, and adding feathers. That'll work. That's gonna be 21.
Yeah, easy. Super low DC. Just wanted to see if you rolled a 1, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So you acquire your bleached, not bleached, your chlorized feathers.
White feathers, that's all I'm going for.
Yeah. You got your white feathers.
I
Yes.
don't know if I know that the ravens are a thing, and I want
Okay. So, are you doing anything else?
Nope. Just after that, hanging out until.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything specific in the afternoon?
If I can continue to work with the healer.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can mark off a complete day. You can pretty much go either full day or half day increments, depending on what we end up doing today. So.
I want to think of something, but I can't.
If I can steal Gray, I'll
Okay.
start frequenting some of these places
Okay.
where Ellen might be.
Yeah.
If you would like to
Augustina skips along.
come along.
Bro, we're hunting bounties.
Where are you going?
Augustina's playing Eye of the Tiger as they go.
Goat Bar and Tattered Flag to start out with.
Alright. Where are you going first?
Goat Bar.
Alright. You go to the goat bar. As you walk up, you notice that the sign is spelled out GOAT in big letters, bar. And as you walk in, you see it's not a highly popular place. You see there's a single man sort of moving around, and as you sort of walk in, he introduces himself as, "Hello, my name is Billy Bob Barnickless. Welcome to the Goat House. What would you like?"
Augustina's just like a fly to one of those like traps, just like, oh.
You see, this man is around a little over 6 feet tall. He's of a not necessarily of a lengthy build, but he is tall and thin. He has sort of dark brown, blackish hair almost, and sort of like a salt and pepper beard as you sort of come in.
And the table and some drinks, yes. Dinner at the bar.
Absolutely, we're going to sit at the bar. We have a table. Choice is yours. Kind of a slow day today.
You need some help with that? Hello, my name is Augustina Calabar and I play the flute.
Well, hello. My name is Billy Bob Mikowitz, and I do not play the flute.
What's that last name, DM?
Bar Mikowitz.
Okay. Just be sure.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if you would like, I can try and play the flute to bring some more patrons to your fine establishment. I love the name, by the way. It's a wonderful name.
I can see why you would like it. It actually stands for the greatest of all time bar.
I am, thank you.
How does he respond to that, or does he not?
He really doesn't. He's just smiling and happy. So,
We go and get
round of drinks purchased. We'll call it
Hey.
like 2 silver. So not really.
I will go ahead and.
And if he's okay with it, Augustina will
Yeah, he does not give you to play as much. You play a little hard out.
She will play, and she will do it close to the front to try and bring people in to her new favorite bar.
Weirdly enough, the image of a satyr, a goat person outside the goat bar does seem to attract just a few extra patrons.
I mean, hell yes it does.
Well done.
Thank you.
So what are you hoping to ascertain from here?
This is your rodeo. I mean, what we're looking for.
You're asking someone who is very bad at this.
And I nowadays I'm not good at it either in the fact that I steal from people. I don't find people.
Augustina will, while she's out playing, try and identify
That's
people who look
You're not
like the
there.
description
Okay.
and do like a whole
Talking
high
to the
conversation, like,
demons
follow
in
me
my
into the
mind.
bar.
Okay, make a perception check.
Sherry is loving this.
Yeah.
Which is, I was going to see if there was anything around the room. Looks like there's anyone in here who the description.
You can also make a perception check. There aren't very many people like in the bar itself. At this
Yeah,
time.
and it was a human. What did he look like? I don't think I got the description.
He's a little over 6 feet tall.
Okay.
Sort of.
Short crew cut hair.
That's
tall.
right. Yeah,
Are you talking about Billy Bob or are you talking about Dylan?
No, homeboy we're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
The bounty man.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was, average-ish, if not a little bit higher. Yeah, short cut hair, human. No immediately identifiable features.
The bartender comes over. I'd be curious if you might have some sort of information on the whereabouts of someone named Dylan, I believe. What is here?
Dylan, can't say that I know an individual by the name of Dylan.
Shame. That's something I'd like to procure. I was told to find him, but
I don't know anybody by that. What's it look like?
I'll give the description.
Okay, yeah. And he sort of sits and thinks about it and goes, I can't really say that I've seen anybody like that come around here.
I get the feeling he's telling the truth.
Make an insight check.
It's a 22 for me. That's natural 20.
Okay.
There.
Not to help this.
13. Yeah. Extremely honest. You don't see anybody walking around that immediately. There are some where you like start doing it and then like you get close and you're like, never mind, and like back away, but then nobody immediately catches your attention.
That's a pity, but completely understandable. I don't know if you know anywhere I could talk to or anyone I could talk to. I was told he might have some wares that I'd be interested in or something I'd be interested in.
There was some trade meant to happen.
Well, if I see him, I can keep an eye out for him. Let him know you guys are looking for him. Do you have a name that I can give him?
Just call me R.
Oh, okay. I'll let him know that I'm always looking for him if he wants to do some trade. If I happen to see somebody who looks like that.
Good night,
You haven't even seen my list of fucking alias names, man. It's
Yeah,
great.
he has a list. He doesn't even know easy.
So,
Impressive.
Yeah,
are you?
my player in
Are
the
you hanging
other
out?
dimension has it on his
I'll hang
iPhone.
out
What's
for
an
a little
iPhone?
bit, and then if we don't see anything over a little while,
Okay. Yeah, you hang out for a little while. Nobody really comes in. Nobody catches your eye.
then we'll move on to the tattered flag.
Okay.
Where's the name of the fight club we're going to?
The still lady?
The Steel Lady, yes. So you go to the Tattered Flag, and there isn't. Actually, make a investigation or just like a investigation or persuasion. I would say to try to find this place.
Augustina will help if she.
Okay. So roll with advantage.
Modified 20.
Okay. Surprisingly, it doesn't take you too long. You know, with Augustina's help, you ask the right questions and are directed towards the Tattered Flag. And this place is kind of off the beaten path. As you sort of come around, you do see that eventually there is a door, and hanging over it is an intentionally placed, worn sort of banner. It's of incredibly faded, like blues and reds. It is, in fact, tattered. You could go. That's probably it.
Do we recognize this particular banner?
No, there's nothing. There's nothing notable about it. There's not like really anything.
It's just like a solid blue field.
Yeah, it's just sort of blue with some red on it. It's very sun worn. As you go in there,
Does the blue look like, or does the red look like?
no.
I ruined that
Does the
question
blue look
so
like
hard.
Blue
Yeah.
blood. It's an interesting show. So as you go in, it is fairly dimly lit in here, and you see that there is a patron, a older elven man, sort of just sitting there drinking a tavern. A tavern? He's drinking a tavern. He's drinking the whole tavern. Drinking a tankard.
Business is bad.
And
The
you
mightiest of
see
feasts.
a half elven man who is behind the bar, sort of like maintaining things.
Alright. We go in, we go sit down and get a drink. At the very least, we're getting nice and drunk.
So as you come approach the bar, the half elven man comes over and he says, "Welcome to the Tattered Flag. My name is McQuill. What can I get you with for today?"
Hi, Nicole. My name is actually Caliber, and I play the flute.
Like Mac Will.
MAQUIL.
I'd be happy to play for you for a modest fee.
I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
You're welcome.
She is rather good.
Excellent.
So,
Very much so.
drinks?
Yes, we will go ahead and take drinks.
Drinks and information, if you would.
Yes.
Well, let's see what can be done. Drinks I had, mark off.
Another
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
silvers.
Your drinks are acquired, and so he goes, "What information are you looking for?"
Trying to find the whereabouts of a gentleman I heard I might be interested in doing some business with. Named Elon.
Elon?
Yes, there was some trade meant to be had between himself and my friend.
You looking for Dellen?
I reckon. I am from Other Eden, so.
Well, you're looking for Dellen. Sort of looks around and sees the elven man, just like, you might want to stop looking. And I say this as nice as I can.
Good.
Probably wishes he was. You see, Dellen used to come in here. Me and him weren't necessarily friends, but I'd rent him out the cellar if he needed a place to stay from time to time. So, got talking to him. Turns out, Dellen used to run the scale hands. So, decided to get away from them, did his own thing for a little while. But rumor has it, Boris the Black has come in and has taken Dellen back to their place. So, unless you are hung up on getting this fella, I might suggest that you just forget about him.
Forgive me, I'm sure that the name, remind me? Ellis, Boris?
Boris.
Boris the
Boris
Black.
the Black.
I'm sure that may, need to sound intimidating or frightening, but to me it just is a name. So if you could kindly advise, on the history.
Boris the Black is the leader of the Scale Hand Gang.
Would I know
Make a history check.
I sure as heck wouldn't.
that? Oh wait, there's a dice in there. Oh, roll that one. That's a nat 20, my dude.
Natural.
Nice!
You...
I'm a scumbag. I know things about scumbags.
You might have heard slight meanings. They're not a big gang. And what you may have gathered is they are intentionally small. And McQuill goes, right, so Boris the Black is the leader of the Scale Hands. Well, they are of nothing if not smart. They don't come into town, so the Cerulean Watch doesn't mess with them, and they stay small enough so that the Realm Shield doesn't bother with them, but they are a continual nuisance for the people who live around here. Rustle cows, horses, your general thievery, robbery, burglary. Pretty much anybody living outside the city walls will get messed with every now and again, but yeah, they try to stay low key enough so that the realm shield doesn't bother with them.
Who's their leader?
Boris the Black is
Boris
the
the
leader.
Black is the leader. There's a lot of rustling that goes on outside this town, is there not?
Unfortunately, there's more than should be, but what are you gonna do? The realm shield doesn't patrol these areas as much as they should like, and if it happens outside the city walls, well, the watch just doesn't really care.
Well,
Why are you looking for Adele?
as I said, I was told some business might be had with him.
Well, if you're in that kind of business,
That kind of business.
if you're in the business that Dylan is in, then perhaps
What business is he in?
if you're looking for him to conduct business, surely you would know what business he is in.
I just look at him really like confused. You understand?
You're looking for him to conduct business, right?
I was told he had some things I might like to procure. I was not told where or how he got them, but it sounds like if he's in with the gang now, that doesn't sound very enjoyable. But if he tried to leave said gang, is that leaving him going on the straight and the narrow, or?
Oh, when he left, he did not necessarily go straight and narrow. He just became a slightly nicer individual. It was the methods by which the scale hands were conducting their business that he did not agree to.
Most intriguing.
So again, if you're looking for him to conduct business, I begin to wonder what business you're into. Or are you actually looking for him for business, or are you looking for him for other means?
Well, all I know is I've come across a mighty long journey. When I was given his name, I'm told that he might be able to help me with what I was looking for. Now, I have no idea about the business and the goings on with the scale hands and the horses and everything else around here. That's out of my wheelhouse, and I have no intention of making negative with law. Because that's also not something that's really in my wheelhouse, as I said, because I just got here. But I do appreciate the information, because that might help me determine people and folks to associate with.
Well, if you are looking to associate with Dylan of Scale Hands, then yeah, that might put you out of purview of the law, per se. However, if you're looking to relieve us of the purge of the Scale Hands by way of getting back to Dylan so you can conduct whatever business you wish, the law doesn't care about the Scale Hands, but we certainly do. We would not miss them, per se. But again, if your lot are looking to go out to Dylan, your best bet is to just think he never existed in the first place. Does not to sound rude, but I'm not sure the three of y'all would have it in you to take on the Scale Hands.
Well, I'm pretty sure the three of us would not have any desire. But
legitimate business transaction, one thing. Gang.
You a flute player?
Not right now, thank you.
where would I find the scale hands if I were ever so curious?
If you were ever so curious, you would exit out the north gate, travel up that road for about a mile, turn left down that one road that you see that's marked oh so clearly by not being marked at all. Travel down that for about a quarter mile, and then you'll see a nice little house sitting all out by itself. Everyone knows where the Scale Hands live, and nobody messes with it, because Everybody who goes in there unwelcome does not come out.
Do they happen to have an orc friend?
Orc friend? I don't know who their friends are. I don't know who there is. The only name that gets passed around is Boris
He's
the
the only
Black.
orcs who are just assholes. Get punched in the face.
Can't say I do.
Oh, damn.
No, that's all fair. I do appreciate the time and excellent whiskey.
Is Boris the Black an actual person or is it a title? Because there's this other adventurer I heard of. His name is Wesley, and he's a pirate. And sometimes he goes by a different name, but sometimes the pirate name he goes by is actually different people and just gets passed down.
Well, I've never met Boris the Black. I cannot tell you whether it is a person or a name.
That's sad. Wesley, I know. You married a princess? Really cool.
I don't think any princess is gonna marry Boris.
Not that type of princess. I'll put 2 more silver down on the table as a thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for good.
Did I get the feeling he was telling the truth on all that?
Make an insight check.
Can I also
Sure.
check insight? We'll roll this.
Honestly, it takes some
Man, I was too busy with drink.
The only person she insight checks is Mare.
Yeah.
In the party and
So what'd you get?
11.
No, I didn't get anything.
Yeah, you seem honest, upfront.
Fantastic.
I don't know, man. I didn't think of any ways to be helpful.
Just you being here is nice.
Yay!
Y'all do anything else for the afternoon?
Stretching.
Alright.
He's doing his
So we'll fast forward to the Steel Lady.
Man, my contacts.
So as the evening sets on, you guys do eventually find your ways outside of the Steel Lady saloon. And it is surprisingly non-happening. I mean, it's not that there's nobody in there, but there's not a lively crowd. You walk in and it's a fairly simple atmosphere. But as the evening progresses, more people begin to file in. You see, moving about, there is the barkeeper behind the bar. Her name is Amber. She introduces herself as such. You do see that there are various bar hands that are moving around helping. One of them is an older human man who is introduced as Amos. And then as more people begin to show up, you eventually see stepping out is a red male dragonborn dressed in nice, almost peasantry clothing, who introduces himself as Kadzi. And as he begins walking around, people recognize and notice him. He moves about the crowds, and eventually the night keeps going. It gets to around 11, it gets to around 12, and then around 12 o'clock at night, you see Kazi sort of comes and looks around for a moment and sort of gives a nod to Amber, the barkeep. She sort of looks back at him and goes, "Alright, everybody, bar is closed, everybody get out." And you watch as some people get up and begin to leave. The majority of the people don't move. They just sort of sit there, as if like this is a normal happenstance.
Follow the crowd.
And after a small handful of people leave, you see Amber walk over to the door, close it, lock it, and at the same time, Kazi walks to another door located at the back of the bar, opens it up, and begins descending down the stairs. And you see as he does this, multiple people begin just immediately following him down these stairs. As you come down these stairs, I imagine all of you are following suit.
Yes. Ready, Balboa?
So as you come down these stairs curve slightly to the right as you descend down, and you are presented with a well-lit space. There are 4 large braziers located at the center of, or located around this broken floor. It looks like there was a stone floor here, as if this maybe was a cellar at one point, but the floor has been broken and torn up, and beneath it you see sand. There's a bar off to the corner where people are already beginning to get drinks, and this place is becoming crowded. And you do notice, as you come down the stairs, immediately off to the left, you see a ogre just sort of sitting there at the bottom. He has this very large crossbow sitting next to him.
I'm gonna nudge Mayor. Learn what he said.
I do believe an orc is not the same as an ogre.
So as you come downstairs, people begin to gather around, and you see located in the center of this sand pit is a rather massively carved stone statue of a nude woman holding up this large bowl in the middle of this in this fight pit. And you see Kazi sort of move around to the far end away from the stairs, where you see that there is an actual like throne sort of set up, and there's this stand with a red pseudo-dragon, so they're curled up sitting on the stand next to this throne. And as Kazi sort of walks over to this position, everyone sort of hushes and looks at him. He goes, "Alright everybody, welcome to the true Steel Lady." And as he says that, you hear like, there's cheers and shouts.
Get it!
And he goes, "Now for tonight's entertainment. Who wishes to participate?" And you hear like laughs and chuckles, and you see a tiefling individual, a tiefling man, dressed in almost flashy type clothing, with red hair and red skin and white hair. Step forward and drop onto in the bowl where this the statue is. Drop into the bowl a pouch, and as it sort of spills over, you see like gold and silver coins sort of spill out. And he looks at Kazi, and Kazi's sort of standing there with his arms crossed, and just sort of looks and nods at him. And this individual takes a step off to the side. You then see a halfling individual, sort of sitting in the corner, just like picking on a lyre. Go, that seems like fun enough. And sort of puts the ladder down and walks over, and as he is walking over to the bowl, see him taking off like several, 3 rings. Takes off the like 2 gold and 1 like maybe like platinum or silver ring, it's hard to tell. And he sort of puts these 3 rings down into this bowl. And looks to Kazi, and Kazi just sort of like nods his head. And so this halfling takes the place, and then there's a pause for anybody else who might want to get in on this.
Does it look like all the pouches are the like same size, or are they varying?
I mean, one person put down some coinage, one person put down 3 rings. It seems like it's what are you willing to bet?
Does the thief of the group have any eye for like value in the bowl?
Make a perception check to see if you can ascertain from that distance the general value.
Far away. Oh, that's a 19. Perception is a 0.
With that, you kind of guess maybe with the average cost of what's put out, it could be 20 gold, it could be maybe a little more, depending.
Am I notice anybody who's like preparing a sort of first aid station down here at all?
You do, actually. On this side, you do see that there is a, actually it would be Amos, the bar hand that was upstairs. You see him sort of on the side he has like various first aid implements that he is like sort of preparing, like, oh, this is my job now. I am sort of providing you that.
Can I go over to him and offer my assistance?
Yeah. You go over to him and you offer that you can do some videos. Oh, that'd be wonderful. I'm gonna be on this side. If you don't mind standing on the other side of the arena. Somebody goes down. Try to stabilize them, and if we can, we'll drag them out so that they don't get trampled as the rest of the fight happens. But I mean, if we can't, do what you can, but don't get hurt yourself. You understand, like innocent. But you know,
absolutely. Yes.
As the fight's sort of going on, if someone goes down, maybe do what you can to get them up and out.
Big man, you want a sponsor?
Always willing.
Kari runs up and tosses a bag of 14 gold.
So
Is it just straight gold?
Yeah, it's just straight gold pieces.
Okay.
A bag of pouch of gold pieces.
You put the gold down. It's Kazi sort of standing there, looks at you. excited.
I look at Riker and it's like, do these people want to fight?
Not only do they want to, they're paying to.
So it's not like it would be mean if I hit them.
It's actually, Rory, very much like they are asking you to hit them. This is a competition to see who hits the hardest.
And we get paid.
Yes, potentially.
You've seen how hard I can hit. I surprised myself.
Yes. Yes. You have. I just want you to be careful because you also get hit. And I don't think you're allowed to turn invisible in this.
What exactly are the rules?
I have no idea. But
I'm gonna walk. Oh,
go ahead.
I'm gonna walk up to the thing, and I'm gonna hold up 2 platinum, and look at him and go, "Is turning invisible illegal?"
Well,
That's
if we
right.
can't see that you're the last man standing, then you
So as
won't
long
be.
as I'm visible at the end,
That is the goal, yes.
I'll drop the 2 platinum.
Alright. 2 platinum from Rory.
What about weapons?
Yeah.
Our weapons are
Well, you see, as they walk in, like the tiefling individual sort of has like a short sword that he has like produced, and another one that he's sort of like kind of warming up with.
Okay.
Yeah, it does seem that this is kind of an anything goes, last man standing in the ring wins.
Shit.
Oh,
What do you say, big man? You want a sponsor?
I do. I just don't want to beat the crap out of Rory.
You two get to the end, and then,
didn't think
can
about that.
fix it. Takes the fall.
What's the prize? Have you been in this sort of establishment? Because
man, it's the first time I've been here, man.
my normal
Shit, I imagine it's
street fights. I've not done bladed fights for fun. I'll leave it at that. On the streets. But we have done sticks and bludgeoning and beating the ever-loving crap out of one another for fun.
Well, the goal right now looks like it would be you and Rory, 2 men standing. At that point, it's just brothers horsing around, right? So do that.
Yeah, why not? I'll get punched in the face.
Fucking yeah, man! I go and I go, hey man, I got the guy right here. And I hold Riker's hand up. It's like, hey, 2 platinum. It's like his brother.
Alright.
I mean, I don't say that. Shut up.
Okay,
Two
if we
platinum
get down to
for
just the
Riker.
2 of us, I am well versed in casting Feign Death on myself.
I know Jordan is, but is Rory.
Alright, and then so as you guys have sort of come into the pit, you see
I cast
a
a message at Rory and tell him the thing I said about the trying to get to where the 2 of you were last men standing, and then
See,
like
at
don't
the-
feel offended.
the ogre stands up
Oh, well then I thought you did.
and
I
picks up.
forgot you were there.
The ogre stands up and picks up his heavy, like this large crossbow and goes, "Oh man," and produces what looks to be a pouch of various gems that he has collected and sort of puts down, and Kazi, recognizing this individual, motions for him to put it into the pot. So these
Are there any orcs or half orcs down here?
make a perception check. There's quite a few people down here.
Sure.
How about any people with anything that would look like scales on their hands?
Make a perception check.
15.
15?
Not good. I don't know.
No, you don't see any true blood orcs in here.
I said orcs or half orcs.
Yeah, I'd say there's like a couple of half orcs that you see around.
Okay, I'll just take note for the time being.
Yeah.
Augustina walks up. She looks at him. She's like,
I don't want to fight, but my name is Augustine Topper and I play the flute. And if you would like some background music for the fight, I would be happy to offer.
Sure.
Great!
So as you all take your positions around this sand pit, you watch as Kaji like waves his hands, and the steel lady statue in the middle floats over to him and rests down right next to where he's at. And with that, We're gonna go to break real quick.
Oh dear.
Roll initiative when we come back.
Boy.
I'm gonna go move over to like where Mare is so I can sit like and enjoy the
I gotta give him props for dedication, despite how stupid.
No, you
Give him
know.
props.
Delete them.
No.
We gonna pause?
Maybe? Yes, we're good.
Okay, so let's
Probably
kick this
true.
off with rolling initiative for those in the fight. So that would be Kari, Rory, and Riker.
Since I'll be jumping in perhaps occasionally, do you want me to roll initiative also?
Sure.
Any reason why I should roll initiative or Brenda?
Unless y'all want me, you don't have to. No.
Augustine is cracked.
I feel like rolling initiative just for funsies.
I got a 1.
I mean, I'm
So-
gonna be sitting there heckling and drinking anyway.
Rory, what'd you get?
What's your dexterity?
I'm trying to find my
Nine.
initiative.
Kari, what'd you get?
I got a
17
22.
Plus 3.
22
Plus
for
three.
Kari.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, 23. That's a 19, not an 18.
Alright.
Sorry, 23.
19 for Rory.
19 for Rory.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Riker?
Modified 20.
Modified 20.
I rolled
Okay.
a 1. I'd still be going ahead of her on initiative.
Because I rolled a 3.
What's your dex? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I understand that.
Alright.
I just.
So you're going last, Mare?
Yes.
If you go.
Wow. Part of normal.
I don't know what it is. I cannot roll.
I like
Anything.
you going last in a fight. It works out to us very well.
But she's not healing you this time, most likely, unless you go down.
Okay. So
Say
with
she
that,
Also,
she
you can't
cheating?
heal
Sorry.
somebody else.
you're up first.
She
All right, so where am I?
What's
I
up?
can't see.
You're right here, dude.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh shit!
Okay,
is there
so
any
because of
betting?
light and everything, it actually blends into the background like on the screen. Okay, I'm gonna. Who's the person to my right?
To your right? You talking about this one?
Yes.
That's the tiefling.
Is there any...
That was the first person to go up, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah. I'm going to. And battle royale rules is what I understood, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna run up, and everybody have weapons ready, or are they?
Yeah. This is ready.
Okay, cool.
This is not a box.
I'm going to. Oh shoot! There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna root dagger this person.
Okay.
Just
Make an attack roll.
get over here. That is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Cool. So that is a D4. That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to follow that up with a double roundhouse kick of Flurry of Blows.
Okay. Spend your key point. Make your attacks.
That is 16.
16 misses.
Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's so much better. That's a 25.
25 hits.
That is 6 points of damage.
6 points.
And yeah.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Hey Wes, could you just go through and point out where everyone is?
Yes. So you have Rory, you have the Tiefling individual, the Pit Fighter 1, you have Kari, you have Pit Fighter 2, you have Riker, and you have the Ogre.
Is where the guy is seated overseeing it, is that north, just for battle map clarity?
That is this guy here. So
Yeah, and are we calling that north just so as we...
sure, we can
Any
call it
directions?
north. I'll put that there so you
Okay,
can see it.
cool, thank you.
The entire world has shifted to accommodate that.
Augustine is next to that guy. Where are Mare and Riker?
Baron Riker over here.
And Gray?
Or-
Baron
Yes, thank
Baron
you.
Gray. Baron Gray over here, and the other healing guy is on that side. Over there. As you hit into the Tiefling, they're going to use their reaction and do Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, rude.
So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. That is a 10.
10. That is a fail. You take. Ooh, okay.
Fail me, dice.
You take 10 points of fire damage as you strike into it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said saving throw, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a 12. My bad. I just had to check.
Still a fail.
So,
As it sparks around into you, and that is 10 points of fire damage to you.
oh, that's rude.
Uses that. Good old tieflings. Okay. It is now Riker.
I'll walk up to the ogre.
Okay. Your attack.
18.
18 hits.
Seven plus 4.
7 plus 4. 11.
I can just hear Augustina's flute in the background.
Right. We need some flute panel music.
I'll be done.
It's like a Jethro Tull rendition.
Rory, you're up.
Final Fantasy 7 fight music.
There you go.
Hey, the unengaged pit fighter, what do they look like?
They are a halfling that was sitting at the lyre. They're dressed rather flamboyantly.
Okay. And they have a weapon? Are they holding?
Yeah, they have you see a rapier in one hand and a hand crossbow in the other.
Oh wait, you said hand crossbow?
Yeah. Cool. And a rapier.
Yep. Let's do make sure this is right. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do bonus action. I will take my
I wanted to bet.
temporary hit points from my arcane armor.
Taking bets. Apparently.
No one's taking bets?
That's up, and then
That's happening.
oh,
Cool.
Wait a
I wanted to
second.
do that.
Do it on your turn.
I think I just messed up. That's okay. We're gonna stick with that, and then where's my? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. So we'll do that, and then we'll do what is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. So yeah, he's way too far. Well, let's just launch a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, roll your attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's stick with that. Okay. What do I want to attack with this? That's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Sweet. 16 damage die. That's a D12. There we go. It's gonna be 2 damage.
2 damage.
Oh.
As you throw your fire at him.
Freaking cantrips.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you stay in put. Oh, it was. Dang it, I did mess up. Okay. Yes, I will. I'm gonna sit down. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna lay down prone. I'm just gonna like kind of
Okay.
sit down, lean back, just kind of settle in like I'm nonchalant.
Sounds good. It is now the pit fighter one's turn.
Confused by this choice of action.
He's
but
going
I
to take
can't wait to see.
He's going to take his short sword, and he's going to. Yep. As a bonus action, he's going to use Fighting Spirit and give himself advantage on the attack roll.
This is the tiefling.
Yep, this is the tiefling. And so then he's going to attack Kari. With advantage, that is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And so you then take Not great. Oh wait, I forgot about that too. Okay.
You didn't have to remember.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Yes.
So you take 14 points of damage as he strikes into you with his short sword. And then sort of gets ready to square off with you again. Onto Pit Fighter 2,
The halfling?
the halfling. He's going to... Yeah, this will be fun. In a 10-foot radius. Where is my...
Right there.
Oh, there it is. It's here. 10-foot radius. He can get everybody but Corey. So, I need everybody but Corey to make a Constitution saving throw.
This does not include
Who
others.
is-
No.
Wait, is this the tiefling?
No, this is the halfling.
Oh. Darn. Constitution, okay.
That's a success, and that is a... Okay. And...
The entire room goes up.
Only if he rolls a 6.
Okay,
Might have search, right? That's the...
so, going around, Riker, what'd you get?
24, 26.
24. You take 5 points of thunder damage.
Just yell backwards.
The ogre actually failed, so he takes 11.
11.
Rory, what'd you get?
14.
14. You take 11 points of thunder damage.
As a reaction, I will cast Absorb Elements.
Okay. And remind me what that does?
So it captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect and storing it for my next melee attack, and I have resistance to the triggering damage until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So you
The next
take
time.
5 damage instead. And the tiefling succeeded, so he only takes 5. As this loud, thunderous boom happens in the center here as he casts Shatter. And he... going to move up. 15, 20,
No, that's
a
good.
little ways, he's going to run to the closest person he can get to, which is you. It is now the ogre's turn. Ogre.
Rory, a little help. Gotta fight for it.
He's going to move over here. And so you can get attack of opportunity if you want.
Oh no.
Is that a reaction?
That would be your reaction. If you want to do it.
Does he have an on the other range?
He ran out of your melee range. That is really damage.
Damn.
10 points of damage, okay. As you strike out at him as he runs away, he turns around and wheels the crossbow at you. And that is a 21 to hit, which I believe does. And that is going to be low rolls. Low rolls! That's only 11 points of damage as this large bolt comes streaking across and hits you. That will be it for him. It is now Mayor Freddy. Y'all want to do anything?
I want to find who I can make bets with.
There's bets happening all around. Well, how much you want to bet?
Cool, I want to do 15 gold on the big man.
15 gold on record to win?
Yeah.
Alright, you bet 15 gold on record. Mark that down. Okay. Are you doing anything?
I think so. Give me math. Riker's taken 26 points of damage so far, is that right? No?
You're off, like, on the high side.
Oh, That's right, that was your turn. You did that damage. You didn't take that damage. Never mind. I cheer Riker on.
Okay.
Just shouting, cheering, clapping, still keeping an eye on everything that's happening, but yay, I believe in you, you can do it.
Okay. Party, you're up.
Appreciate that.
There's gonna be like a bonus after that.
I know, right?
See, I don't think magic is going to be super allowable, so I'm gonna wait till I get some slightly more dire straits before I risk it.
I don't like any of this.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. You can.
What are you doing, Kari?
Let them two things.
Freaking out a little bit. Hang on, just to double check and make sure. Cool. I'm going to hit the tiefling again with my sword thing.
Okay.
I had to think of what it was called. That's so sad. Okay. Alright, that is a 19.
19 hits the tiefling.
And I do get a d6 this time. Ooh, nice. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I'm going to take Step of the Wind
Okay.
to disengage.
Get the heck out.
And I'm going to move my 50 feet.
Forget monks can move crazy speed.
Don't monk shit.
I'm gonna go put myself in the corner over behind Riker.
That's fine.
I got gold riding on him. Stop it.
That's your bonus action, movement, action.
Yep, I'm done.
Riker, what you doing?
So much for flanking.
I know! I got both of y'all stuck!
This is the most damage I've taken all campaign. I just want you to know that.
Somebody call the
I'm gonna
ambulance.
wink
I've been
at
close
Kari.
to dying like 4 times. It's
I'm
great.
gonna wink and stick my tongue out, and then run up and hit the ogre again.
Okay.
Go for a nut check. Just because.
18.
18 hits.
7 plus 4. 11.
11, okay.
Turn. Bonus action. Courage point. Use dodge.
Okay. Rory, what you doing?
Lying on the ground.
I'm gonna stand up. That's half movement.
Okay.
I don't
And then
understand that.
walk up to the tiefling. And as I do, I'm gonna look at the halfling and be like, sorry about that misfire. Maybe we both hit this guy. And I'm gonna punch the tiefling.
Make your attack.
Okay.
That first attack is gonna be recognitions was 6 is a modified 20.
That hits.
Damage on that attack is 12 with the additional damage from the absorbed elements.
Okay.
That's 12 thunder damage because I also absorb thunder. So loud boom against his face.
Okay.
And then bonus action, two-hand fighting. Oh, that's gonna be 9 to hit.
That misses.
I had a feeling.
Okay. With that, it is now the Pit Fighter 1's turn.
And I'm gonna, as I miss, I'm gonna say, I think the halfling's coming for you.
The Pit Fighter 1, seeing that, will move around you, not provoking attacks of opportunity, but getting away from the incoming guy, and is going to take his attack on you, and he will use another one of his fighting spirits to give him advantage.
Oh.
That is a 27 to hit.
Just barely.
And so that is going to be... That's 15 points of damage.
I think we've gotten in over our heads. What kind of damage?
Piercing. As he takes his rapier and
Everyone's running away.
stabs into you.
Wait, so the tiefling also has a rapier?
Yes.
50 damage already.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's not a rapier, it's a short sword, technically. Yeah, it's a short sword.
Get the sunburned one. Keep going. You can do it.
Your way.
And then,
Ogre already too.
yeah, he's going to action surge and attack you again.
What the heck?
Ooh, I think that one misses though. Yeah, that's only a 12. That misses you.
Definitely misses.
Alright, he burned his action surge.
Yay.
Missed. Alright,
Ow.
it is now Pit Fighter 2's go. And seeing the opportunity, he's gonna run up here, come after you.
Oh my god.
I should have stayed lying down.
He's going to use... He's gonna take his rapier and go in for an attack. Ooh, I think that misses though. That misses. Yeah, that's a 7. That will miss you. So he goes into attack. That misses. He is going to use the bonus action to healing word himself. Okay. And that is... He's sort of doing like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. You see that his wounds begin to sort of close up. And that's going to be his action. It is now to the ogre's go. The ogre not wanting this.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. He's going to... He can take some steps back over here to get you another attack.
11 plus 6 is 17.
That hits. Roll your damage.
4 plus 4 is 8.
8. Okay.
Thank you.
He is going to run away, load another bolt, and shoot it at you, Riker. I think that'll miss.
With disadvantage.
You're right. Ooh, good thing for that disadvantage. Yeah, because I don't think an 11 hits you.
Nope.
As it goes wide. Let's see here. Yeah, I need Mayor, you, and this NPC to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, did I like move my shield up and hit, like catch the arrow, just as like a boss?
That motherfucker hits one of us.
I was gonna say it. I was hoping it was coming towards
If it
me.
was something, he rolled too close. If it rolls, then yes.
What was the
Dexterity saving throw.
17.
Good.
8 and 5, 30.
Good.
13.
And this other civilian is good. So as this bolt comes flying, maybe sort of duck out of the way. This large bolt sticks to the wall behind you.
Fuck you, you green bastard!
Are you guys wanting to do anything? Fair enough.
Bitch! Kick his ass!
Working on it.
Can you do anything? You're staying out of it.
Rory, how you looking?
I did better. I'm okay. I'm bloody.
Okay.
You can always heal yourself if you need to. You do have those spells.
You could heal the ogre, though.
I mean,
Please don't. just for my sake.
the ogre's taken, what, 50 points of damage?
Something like that.
Something like that, 51.
Is it bloody?
Oh yeah, no, he's not having a great day.
Okay, good deal.
I'm gonna call out to Rory. Rory, get in there, you can do this! And cast Healing Word.
And what are the components for that are just verbal?
Just verbal. And I've already been cheering Riker on with no sign of magic.
Okay.
Slick. Slick.
Let's see if Kazi notices. No, he didn't notice that time.
I want to... That's our tiefling friend,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I can't just get there, but I want to start moving towards the tiefling.
Okay.
You know,
Across the
around.
pit or around?
No, I'm gonna Spider-Man my way across the ceiling. I don't know why I felt
So
like
Rory,
big
that's
deal.
You wanna-
nine
you
points
wanna
of
move
healing.
No, I'm
your
just
way
gonna
around?
move my way around. I'm
Yep.
gonna. I
Perfect.
want to get.
Thank
I
you.
was really hoping you had
You
like
get maybe
boots of
like
fire
here,
or something
using
like that.
essentially
Dude, I
your
wish.
action to dash as you sort of maneuver your way through. You can sort of get.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna matrix my way around people.
Okay,
I want to
sweet.
get to the tiefling.
You get about to right there.
Or.
Kari, you're up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm working on it. No, you're good.
Shoot.
I mean, you got Riker right in front of you.
Yeah. I'm more worried, honestly, about Rory at the moment. Not to mention me.
I want Riker.
I'm talking you could attack Riker right in front of you.
No, not until I get these other idiots down. Yeah, I'm gonna go Speedy Gonzalez my way to the flank the what's that thing called? The Tiefling. Strike with the sword.
He has beach.
And I get advantage because flanking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a modified 20
Okay.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then poppy pop. That is an 18.
That hits, yes.
Okay. And that is. Hang on. Oh, no, they're the same. Okay. Whew, that's a 19.
Oh, you're using flurry of blows?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What was the
Yes,
damage on the
they both-
18?
I haven't rolled damage for either
Both
of them
those
yet.
hit. Those are your d4s.
That is 8 points of damage on the first one,
Okay.
and 8 points of damage on the second one.
Okay.
Boom! Boom! I don't like you!
Good goes. Riker, you're up.
Well, I've been hitting the same dude, so we're gonna keep on keeping on.
Okay.
Move me off to the side though. I don't want to be. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
want to be away from
Everyone else?
people. 11 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
I like how you had just like a bunch of minis that you could just toss
8.
in there too.
8 points of damage.
You guys have collected all.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He's definitely bloody, but he's a big old boy. He can take some hits.
Yeah, no crap. Action surge.
Okay.
Do it!
Sorry, I'm blanking. 10 plus 6 is 16.
16 does hit, yes.
Another 8.
8. Okay. It is now Rory's turn.
Okay. Plan is changing. So,
Magic.
I mean, obviously the teeth thing is looking much worse than the halfling.
Yeah. And I would say you probably would notice every time he uses his fighting spirits, he seems to get a little bit of temp HP.
Well, I don't like that. So we're gonna go all out here and send some punches to the way of the tiefling.
Okay.
That out. Okay. So first hit, it's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Second hit is 18 to hit.
18 also hits.
Okay. That's some better damage. That's gonna be. I might have should have rolled these separately. First hit's 12 damage. Second hit is 11 damage.
12 and 11. Yeah, the first one wouldn't do it, but the second one definitely got him down. So as he goes down, you see the old man off to the side use his held action to sort of run over there and begin stabilizing the tiefling.
Okay.
Don't hit the old man.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh man, I guess you're just the permanent healer here now.
As I turn and point at the halfling, and little Devin flies off my arm, impacting his chest.
Okay.
Nice.
Little Devin hits. Oh, little Devin always rolls better than me. That's a 22 to hit for little Devin.
Yeah, that hits.
And he will do 5 damage.
Okay.
And then Penny generates 3 spines. And she'll take a shot.
Okay.
Oh, that's only a 9 to hit, so
Yeah,
that
misses.
won't. But she's down to 2 spines.
Okay. Hit fighter 1 has been stabilized. So he is down. Pit fighter 2's go. Yeah. As you guys are sitting there watching this, Pit Fighter 2 will disappear.
Oh, you can't go
shoot.
invisible.
Bruh.
So he ducks away out of light, and I have lost my invisibility minis. Oh no!
That's what happens when they're invisible.
That tracks.
I don't know where they
I
went.
was gonna say, are there any on the shelf back there?
I don't know, but you
I
know
was
what?
just.
That's a sort of see-through mini. Alright.
That's the last place we saw him.
Yep, that was the last place you saw him as he sort of ducks out. You could take it. Where'd Roy go?
He
I'm
went
trying to plug my
invisible!
computer in. I'm here.
You could take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage if you want to use your reaction.
At disadvantage?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? This is at the halfling?
Yeah. As you hear him sort of skiddy away.
Bill rules.
Halfling is skittering away. You know what? I'm gonna actually save my reaction.
Okay. Halfling skitters away. It is now the ogre's go.
Is he going to run away again?
It makes
Like
it
a little-
easier to use his launcher when he does that.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, actually he's going to.
I don't like this.
That hits, really damage.
Because I didn't use my letter tons.
Okay. And then he's going to make an attack at you again, Riker. Yeah.
12 damage, you said?
That is going to be a 19.
19.
19?
Because it's bigger easy.
I believe
My
that hits
AC
your
is
new one,
19.
right? Okay.
Yes, Wesley, sorry, that was 11, not
11?
13.
Okay.
So my mistake.
Good. I'll just give him 15 more hit points.
I can take it.
Ooh, good rolls. That is 26 points of damage as this large bolt crashes into you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna move finish move there. That'll be his go. Y'all do anything?
I would like to be within range of the ogre man.
Try to move back to where you were. What's your range?
30 foots of him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you could go right back to where you were next to Mary if you want to.
I will do that.
I will use my bonus action to healing word to switch over to tear on Riker
Okay.
and hold my action to run in if someone falls unconscious.
Okay. So you're doing a healing word?
Mm-hmm.
He notices. Okay. What do you say? What are you doing at 30 feet?
I'll let her figure this out first.
Yeah, Riker, go get him! Get in there!
Gray just looks at you.
Books for Augustina. I thought I'd give it a shot.
Go for it, you do you.
What are you doing?
I will sleight of hand, mage hand, pants the green bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all. I want it like, he got a belt, he's got something, like I want to undo that so his pants go down.
Okay. Now you're
My mage hand
invisible.
my mage hand is invisible.
Right, but you
because
still have to manipulate it with your actual hand.
Yeah.
So you are sitting there on the side doing
so I
something.
can be like down here.
So make a sleight of hand check to see if you can do this without being seen.
Yeah. Ah, there's a crowd and there's people all over and that's a 10.
Okay.
I'm getting kicked out.
Oh boy, we both are.
They're gonna have to get us out of jail later. This is how.
Circling back around. Corey.
Oh, I don't like this.
Did it work?
Riker, that was
We'll get
13
to that
points of
episode.
healing.
Okay, so I have no idea where Halfling Jerk is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm gonna rush over to the ogre,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go up to his backside. Now very exposed backside.
Very possibly. We don't know yet.
And I'm going to take a swing with the sword.
Okay.
That is a 17.
Now, which cheek were you aiming for?
17. Hits.
Cool. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
How's he looking?
He's very hurt.
All right. Last key point. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
That is 8 plus 6. Somebody help.
14.
14.
That hits.
Oh, it does. I was not expecting
Big
that.
boy, not wearing a lot of armor.
I'm just waiting for him to rage.
He's going to should it by now.
He already had a second win.
That's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Yep. There's the tiefling, your second one.
Oh, I'm a liar.
And then 14 plus 6, 20.
That hits.
7 points of damage again.
Okay. With
The
that,
answer is yes.
he goes down.
Heyo.
Yes. And due to what's this thing called? Crap. What is this thing called?
Should be my action.
Touch of death. When
Stabilize.
you reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you gain plus 7 temp hit points.
Yep. So you get your 10 hit points. Mare sort of moves in here and begins stabilizing, so he is stable.
Yeah, there's no way I could try and pull big guy out of there.
Can I go over and pretend to help?
You're doing something else right now. Are you in the middle of doing something else?
Well, it's going to be irrelevant now.
Riker, you're up.
Where am I at? Do I sense anything?
No. This is what happens when you all team up on everybody else. Eventually you have to fight each other.
I know. But I know little dude went visible. So I want to walk over to him. Big guy. Pretend, not Rory.
Okay.
Towards the big guy with 10 feet towards the wall. Like in between me and the wall. And 10 feet on this side. Do I feel any or sense any little invisible dude? see invisible people?
10 feet.
Right by Kari?
Yep.
Love you, bud.
Nope. Yep.
You gotta.
Lies and balderdash.
Get right up in there.
It's a pit fight, man.
Hey, remember that humbling experience?
This isn't a to the death. We're okay.
Yeah, it's not, which is why I'm not in bloodlust. Gonna nod, swing with a 19 to hit.
That is exactly my armor class.
You got lucky, that's a low roll, so 7.
Well, there goes those temporary hit points.
We're gonna heal now.
Well, I'm stabilizing the unconscious person, so Kari's not unconscious. We're fine.
How much more movement do I have?
That was all of your to move as you sort of feeling. That was all 30. You have anything as a bonus?
Actually, yeah, I can do that bonus action second.
Okay.
I forgot that was a bonus action, so thank you.
After your go, it's going to be wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh, good.
Not you.
Hmm?
But him.
Okay.
Wonderful.
You're being useful.
That feels hurtful. If not untrue, that is a 15.
15. You cannot move. Your body locks up. You are frozen in place.
Oh dang.
As you notice, Kadzi up at the front, sort of make a motion with his hand to cast something.
He's a half elf. Does he have any bonuses to that?
Yeah.
Not charmed.
No. Nope, not paralyzed. No, you do not have damage on that.
Now, I would like to venture a line of thought. I was trying to pants this man.
Right,
He went down before I was able to pants him.
right.
I still was in the midst of pantsing him.
You were in the middle. You had casted.
Okay.
You casted a spell and were actively manipulating it when he went down. And you were not as sneaky about it as you would hope.
Yeah, I think middle fingers at the guy hoping he can read my mind.
Fair enough. Rory, what you doing?
I'm getting arrested.
Little man was to the north of me, yes?
Yes.
And when I heard him run away, did he move away from me or like past me to my back?
He moved past you. He moved across.
Okay. I am going to take according to the compass, 1 step east
Okay.
and 1 step south.
Okay.
And I am going to yeah. I'm going to actually, yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to send a thunder wave 15 feet wide and 15 feet to the south.
Okay.
So it emits from me, and it's a 15-foot cube on my south side.
Is a 15-foot radius cube correct?
I think it's
15
15
foot
foot
cube.
across. Let me double check. So it is 15 south, 15. It just says 15-foot cube. So that would be the length of each side of
Yeah.
the cube.
And you can. If that's not centered on yourself, you can put that where you want, right?
It emanates from myself. Yeah. So it's from me, 15 feet wide, and it moves 15 feet in the direction I choose.
If it.
It's like a wave of force.
So he's
So a wave of
into-
thunder's force sweeps from you, each
Okay.
creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you.
Okay. So you're going for this cube right here, right?
Correct. Those 9 squares.
That was 9 squares. Okay.
Yep.
That's a con save.
Yes.
Okay. What's the DC?
14.
14. Roll damage.
I hope that is because it hit, not because you're making me needlessly happy. That is. Nope, that's right, guys. Yes. 2d8. So that's 5 plus 8, 13 damage.
That was your movement action, bonus action?
Also, if he did fail that save, then he is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Yes.
Okay. That was action. Bonus, I'm gonna do my second, second, what's it called?
Temporary hit point thing.
Bonus, Guardian Armor Defensive Field. There we go.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
It is now his go. How are you looking, Rory?
But pretty decent, actually.
Riker, how are you? Pretty good. Are you doing okay too, Corey?
I'm bloody, but I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Despite Riker's best attempts.
You will be soon.
Especially if Riker has anything to say about it.
Low.
Yeah.
So you hear and it's him popping up right next to you. And he's going to make his attack on advantage because he was invisible against you, Corey. For a 19. And he's going to use another one. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I want to know what the components is now. If it's verbal.
You want
Oh,
invisibility?
this is gonna suck.
The one
isn't it?
that.
He's not casting a spell.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's attacking him with his rapier. Yeah, but you don't have your.
I have blind sight.
Oh, he became invisible the minute he attacked.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, I can see you.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Yes, I can see. Yeah.
So you take 14 points of damage.
Ari's down.
Kari goes down.
Oh.
To a fight club.
And then for his bonus action, he is going to shoot his crossbow at you, Riker. Ooh! That's a natural 17 for 23.
Does diagonal count within 5 feet?
Hmm?
Does diagonal count as within 5 feet?
It does when he has crossbow expert, so it doesn't matter.
Nice. Whoa, a bard with crossbow expert. Where'd you get that idea?
Like a melee attack?
No, technically it's a ranged
Oh, I
attack.
know. I know.
And that is 9 points of damage. Let's see, rolled really good on that.
And he does thunder damage.
No, he did that when he cast Shatter. The one thunder thing
Yeah.
you didn't have.
I'm just saying he does
Yeah,
thunder
you did.
damage.
That is movement action, bonus action. It is back up. Well, I guess you're. He is now stabilized. Stabilized Kari?
Yep.
Okay, Kari, you are
If
stabilized?
I can pull Kari out.
Yeah, you can move Kari off to safety.
I don't suppose I have any.
And I guess by this point he would have dragged him off as well.
There's no saving for me, right? I'm stuck.
At the end of your turn, you can make another save.
Cool.
So it is the end of your turn. You can try to make another save.
I would like to. That's better. What was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? That still sucks ass. That's 11. Does Mare maybe notice that I'm an idiot and did a bad thing and got in trouble?
She might know with her passive. She might notice that you're not moving.
Oh,
But
I mean, yeah, but
Okay, cool.
Kari's unconscious, so I have to help them.
Kari, you are unconscious, but she is stabilizing you, so you don't have to make saves. Riker.
Yeah.
Wouldn't say that was priority. I'm just,
18?
Don't worry, we got you.
18 misses. And with his Bardic Inspiration die that he uses on attacks to use Defensive Flourish, his AC increases per what he rolled. So right now his AC is increased by 6 as he uses his rapier and deflects off your attack.
Yeah, just use surge points. Big dodge.
Okay. Rory.
I mean, is that what I surprised?
This is I thought you would die first, but it turns out.
Invisibility kind of does something.
You thought Barbeckers?
Yeah, he had the lowest overall hit points out of everybody, but he also healed himself really well. So what you doing, Rory?
Let's go ahead.
You got Riker right in front
I'm
of
gonna
you.
check one thing.
Invisible for him.
You're gonna make that obvious.
I'm sorry. Here's
Okay,
the
no, it's
deal.
okay.
You leave the entire battlefield and show up, you kind of just label yourself as the biggest threat while throwing casting things and
No,
healing yourself.
I don't judge you for it.
I'm just gonna say, if I were looking at people, okay, he's bloodied.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not judging you. I was just stating.
Yeah,
What you doing, Rory?
but why hit one when you can hit both? So
True.
I'm gonna move diagonally southeast and cast one more thunder wave across both of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as I wink at Riker and say, just like old times, sort of, as my gauntlets kind of spark.
So it's a con save.
Yeah, con save 14, and he has like plus 20, so I'm pretty sure.
That's a 16.
16. So I think
So it's
half damage and isn't pushed.
yes, and the save is 16, right? Is that what you said?
Save is 14.
14. All right, so we both save.
Yeah. You both save. You both take. Halved is lower. It's 9. So half 5.
9 round down to 4. Round down.
4 damage.
Okay. That's movement, action, bonus action, anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
And then I will.
Everyone else can go invisible.
Right,
I'm
just
so
rolls his
jealous.
eyes. So ticks.
I only moved 10 feet, so I'm gonna move 20 feet away.
Okay. You feel him out of your range. Where are you running
I'm
to?
gonna look at him, yep, just like old times.
What's the way, Jordan?
Let's go.
Northwest?
Let's just go straight north.
Okay.
20 feet.
Okay, there you go. It is now back to. Wait, did we skip you?
No, I don't, I guess.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It is back to his turn. He is going to move around here, not knowing where the invisible guy is.
Oh, that was a great voice. I don't know where it came from, but it was magical.
And
Jonathan's in a gremlin cape now.
he's going to make
Well, I'm not, so shut up.
another rapier attack against you.
Jealous too, man.
That's a 9, I believe that misses you. Okay, and then for his bonus action, he will shoot another crossbow bolt at you. That's 10, which also misses you. But he did that. Okay. It is now. Mayor, both people are stabilized. Do you do anything?
No.
Okay.
I've put a heal on both Rory and Riker. I'm not going to help the halfling because he looks just fine. I'm going to hold my action for if somebody else goes unconscious.
Yep. I think trying to make another wisdom saving throw.
12.
Nope.
He gives up by 1 each time, though.
Circling back around to Riker.
I do look good with mask. Are you okay?
All in. Natural 19.
I will deal with that in just a moment.
What's your total? Right.
Oh,
Hey,
I'll take a look.
he's hurt. He's hurt. Good thing he healed himself.
Good thing he healed himself.
How much damage was that?
Oh, yeah.
Bonus action.
Technically, he's bloody for the second time this fight because he healed himself.
I'm gonna spend a surge point to make him make a strength saving throw against mine.
Okay, what's that AC? It was 14?
Yep.
Natural 20. It was a 220. So he is not knocked prone. Bonus action?
Yeah, I'll bonus action punch.
How many service points do you have left?
10.
Okay.
18.
18 misses. As he deflects off again with his rapier. Alright, Rory, what are you doing?
Didn't he?
The rogue is
Slurry. this character.
Let's magic missile the bard.
Okay, you're moving to where you can. You
Oh,
have to see
hold
him,
on,
right?
hold on. No, I'm out of spell slots. I'm not doing that. That would be, yeah, that was, so I can, both are guidance. Guidance helps on ability checks, not attacks.
Yes, and it is an
Right.
action.
It's what?
It's an action to cast.
Correct. But I haven't used my action. Okay, I will, I guess, cast Firebolt at him again.
Okay. Are you moving? Because right now he's kind of blocked by the down ogre. Are you moving to where you can see him better?
If I need to, I didn't know how, with my height, where I would.
He's a wee little halfling behind a giant ogre, so you can move sort of right around there and see him.
Okay. I believe I am visible at the start of my turn.
At the start or the end of this turn. Either way, as soon as you attack, you become visible. So.
Correct. I turn invisible until the start of my next turn attack or deal damage.
So
or
you
saving throw.
you become visible again.
That's as far as I can move, right?
You can go one more.
Yeah, let's do that. Alright, I'll go there and Firebolt. That's a natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
Or a 26.
On a spell. That's double your D10.
Double my D10.
Roll good. Roll good.
Here we go. 6 total.
Okay.
So like double 6 or like you rolled a 3?
I rolled a 3.
Alright, so that was movement, action, bonus action, anything?
Action. Let's click on bonus action and see what D&D Beyond says I can do. Not much. No.
Okay.
It's an act. I understand.
He is going to.
Actually, bonus action. I can command little Devin to attack. Because he takes his turn right after mine.
Does he have to move? Or what's his movement?
20 feet on the ground or 30 feet flying.
Okay, so he can move up off of you to get
sure.
to halfling, I suppose.
Yeah. He looks like he's pretty hurt, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to like take one down so we can get to a 1-1. Okay, little Devin, let's see what you got. This is 16 to hit.
16 misses.
Okay.
Alright, it is now his turn. He will take another attack at you, Riker.
There's also a hissing snake at his feet, so.
Natural 20. Did not roll that good on the Bardic Inspiration die, though. So that's only
How many Bardic Inspiration die does he get?
All of them.
equal to his charisma modifier.
Hey Jordan,
Yep.
the bard with Bardic Inspiration die. Did you know of this thing?
That he uses on himself. That's a total of 15 points. You still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I recall writing an entire song for Halbert.
He will use his bonus action
Also,
to
I am
handcuff
curious
you.
about that. How is he inspiring himself? I've not heard any pithy little sayings or.
This is not inspiring. This is his ability called Defensive Flourish,
So he's
as he is a Valor Bard.
But it uses his die.
That's a modified 20 to hit. And for 9 points of piercing damage as he comes in with the rapier, then the hand crossbow shoots off.
Down for the count.
Riker goes down.
And I have lost the mind.
I wanted the Riker versus Rory.
I know. I was really hoping people would like run away and hide and lie down in corners.
Bear, you're gonna try to get to him as soon as you
You
can?
should know better.
Okay. Actually, do you want to get in on the battlefield? Because you could sort of move around and get to this side of him. If you want to rush in.
Will I have any movement to be able to pull him away, or just will I be
You would
like,
stabilize this round.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. So you sort of rush in, get over here, and begin stabilizing him. Okay. We're being real lenient with the held action of movement and stabilize because because it's a pit fight and I want to. Rory, you're up.
As I saunter up slowly to the little halfling and say, well, this has been fun, but I'd like to collect my money and go to bed now. And I will hit him twice.
Make your attack.
At least there is a.
Okay, attack 1.
We will win the money.
Ooh, that's only a 15 to hit.
15 misses thanks to his defensive flourish.
Second. Oh my gosh. 8 to hit.
That also misses.
Oh dang.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm in range now for Penny to take a pot shot and Little Devin to strike again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. How long does his extra AC go? Here we go. We'll do Penny first. Penny has a 7.
Misses.
Little Devin. Come on, Little Devin. I need you, buddy. 11.
All misses. As he was just sitting there with his rapier, just blocking off all of the different strikes that come at him. Then he sort of listens and goes, well, that was fun. And then he is going to cast Dissonant Whispers at you, and I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Guess what?
Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
This is gonna
Wisdom
be really
save.
wild if this little gnome.
That's a
halfling,
21.
Excuse me.
21, that
fight bit.
succeeds.
Mine's controlling that.
So
Really
you
funny.
take
Bad rolls.
only 4 points of psychic damage.
Oh, there goes my temporary, darn.
Yep, that was a real bad roll.
I'm out a bunch of money.
Uh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
he's kind of
arrested.
stuck there. Okay,
And we're all.
it is back to your go.
Oh, quick. Just 2 more.
Not to be a butt, but can I have another opportunity to try and save?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
Thank you.
Well, the first attack. Unless I'm not rolling yet, because you're not.
No.
You can roll. Yeah.
First attack is a 19.
19 hits.
Hey.
You notice this time his rapier is not coming up to block as he is out of Bardic Inspiration Eyes.
So that's gonna be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
Second hit is 22 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. That is another 10 points of damage.
Oh, this one's yours.
Nice!
And the Thunder Gauntlet comes down as he says, "This is how you do thunder damage."
Oh!
Nice. So as you are victorious, as he falls down, you see as you are tending to Riker, the old man quickly tries to run across and begin to render aid. And as this happens, Kadzi, while looking at you, sort of turns and, like, with a smile, addresses the group. And we have our winner! Please, you, sir, come down and collect your winnings.
He was staring at me the whole time.
Do so.
So, as you come down, you collect your winnings. By the way, you have lost 15 gold.
I know.
Just make sure you mark that off of your bet.
I did already.
And then
I'm thrilled
you
about
win,
it.
Rory. Let's see here. The total gold with Kari's included is 24 gold pieces, 25 silver pieces. You get your platinum and Riker's platinum for a total of 4 platinum.
Technically, that was my plan.
You get a bag's worth of, there's like 3 different gems in there. The gems are worth around 20 gold each or so. I mean, not each, I mean total.
And I'm gonna get arrested.
About a total of 20 gold. And you have the 3 rings that the halfling put in. There's 2 gold and 1 platinum ring.
Okay.
So as the fight dies down, people begin talking, laughing, picks up. You sort of like, you feel all of a sudden you can move again just as 2 large hands grab onto you, and you are then drugged by a, you see that there's a dragonborn and a half-orc on each side of you as they almost like just lift you up and begin moving you up the stairs.
No way we're gonna have a conversation, is there?
Not here.
Oh, good.
And so you are now being like forcefully removed. After people began talking, and at this point, Mayor Kadzi walks up to you and sort of like looks at you and goes, "Now, normally I don't appreciate interference, but seeing as how you were being helpful, I figured this time we'd let it go, eh?"
I do understand. My sincerest apologies.
Well, I do appreciate you helping out the old man, so maybe we'll call it even this time.
Thank you for your generosity.
Of course. Do come back to the Steel Lady. And with that, he sort of like turns and goes off to address others.
Augustina has run upstairs to follow Gray, like, ah!
Okay. So as you run upstairs to follow Gray, Kari, as you sort of come to, what are you doing?
So I guess I'm lying over on the side.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
Let's go to like. That was a bitch. What hit me? Oh yeah, I remember now.
And you see standing next to you, a dark-skinned, bald-headed man in black clothing.
Oh, I'm not the only one who's having a bad day.
Riker, you go ahead and heal 15.
I would have almost expected better, but I understand. It was a good fight.
To be perfectly candid, I was kind of outnumbered.
Of course you were.
And I wasn't expecting my friend to turn on me. That was rude.
It was a free-for-all. You should have known better.
I should have. Yeah, you're right. Slightly embarrassing, but you know, all in good fun.
It happens.
And I'll grab one of the potions at my belt and just be like.
Riker's just kicked back on the ground, hands back, like bloody, smiling. So, how'd Rory do? Is he alright?
Oh, he's quite victorious.
Oh, good for him. I'm glad it worked out that way. I didn't want to have to hit him.
Rory, how are you looking?
I'm good. I'm at 26 of 33. After you healed me, I only lost my 4 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Back up to 6.
Nice.
Well, little lady, how are you doing, Miss Kari?
Hey, well, it's not the worst fight I've ever had.
Feels good,
Kind
doesn't
of
it?
looks up at
As you turn to talk to him, you turn back, he's gone.
One of these days he's gonna teach me that trick. That was good.
Yeah, he rolled really high to disappear.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No hard feelings, I hope you know.
Well,
Did we catch that at all?
who won the
I'm
money?
walking away.
I believe Rory did.
32.
Okay, not a total loss.
Oh,
I'm gonna need a nap though.
it's good for you every once in a while.
Hey, thankfully this wasn't a life or death situation. That would have been embarrassing.
I'll
So-
look over and go 16.
Oh, thank you.
As you're sort of conversing, Kadzi walks up to you.
Where is the my sponsor?
Your sponsor, it would seem, decided to try to interfere with this perfectly fair fight. So he has been escorted to another place. But you did rather well. You were surprising. I mean, Oleg here is not an easy to take down, and you definitely stood your own against him.
He is an absolute beast. I say that with the total respect. That
Oh, absolutely. I will say, if you're ever in need of a job, I could find employment for you. Man, easily. I am always in need of good, strong lads to help me run such an establishment.
This is a very fine establishment, and I very much appreciate and enjoy this area. I hope we are passing through for the moment, but I do hope to be back, and I might take you up on that offer. This is much better than the likes of where I came from.
Oh, happy to assist. Happy to assist. Please enjoy yourself.
I would like to ask about my sponsor. He did not mean I know him. We have traveled together.
He almost got shot with a big ass arrow and he was pissed off about that.
I wasn't aware of all that, but
Yeah.
he is a prankster, but not someone to harm. So I understand you cannot interfere with a fair fight, and I must apologize on his behalf, but I do hope you will understand he would not have attacked.
Of course. Of course. He's having a
I expect I'm getting a crap beat out of
learning
me.
experience.
Yeah.
Being educated on the proper ways to conduct oneself in such a manner. And then he shall be set out for y'all to find him wherever y'all would find him. But he's not to come back in here for at least the evening.
Not at all.
He's totally welcome back here tomorrow, the next time we have it. But for the remainder of the evening,
And he will be
his presence is not welcome.
in one piece
Absolutely.
with all of his teeth.
Absolutely.
There's a little satyr standing in front of him right now.
Yeah, Mayor heard Kodzi talk about giving him a lesson and just started booking it for the stairs.
Okay.
Well,
It's good to know
I
they
think
care about me.
If you do understand, I must go find my sponsor.
Absolutely.
And I do very much appreciate your establishment. I'll reach out, shake his hand, put a gold piece in. It's not much, but thank you for the trouble. Sorry that things went the way they did, and hopefully I'll be around.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find Gray.
Kari and Rory, you kind of find yourselves by yourselves down here.
I'm gonna wave at Rory.
After the fight ended, I was gonna look for one of the half-orcs.
Okay, one of them escorted old boy upstairs. There is another one, seems having some slight, joyful conversation. He seems to be drinking, not affiliated with the establishment, but just a patron.
Sure. I'd like to approach him.
Absolutely, yeah. He's having a good time. He just laughed and talked about it. He walked up and goes, "Ah, the victor, the victor!" And I was like, "Yeah!" And the big cheers. Had somebody put a drink in your hand. You're like, welcomed in.
I hold it and I'm like, and I don't drink it. And I was like, yeah, my name's Rory. What's your name?
My name? My name is Griffin. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty well. I just made a little money, so that's a good night, I think.
Excellent. Here, in that case, you should buy my drink. He sort of like begins pushing you over towards the bar.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hey, maybe if I do you a favor, you could do me a favor.
What favor do you need?
Well, I'm curious that, you're a half-orc, a big, strong fellow yourself, an excellent, an ethnicity with a long and heralded history. And I was just wondering, was that like your parents were both half-orcs, or like one was an orc and one was not an orc? Because if you were an orc, a half-orc whose parents were both half-orcs, there would be either a 25% or a 75% chance that you're a full-blooded orc, depending on if orc was the dominant gene or the recessive gene. And I need to find a full orc.
Meanwhile, I'm getting beat in the face.
I don't know.
My mother was a half-orc, but my father was technically human.
Oh, so you're a quarter orc. I just slap a gold in his hand. I'm like, have a drink, thanks. I walk away.
He is wildly confused at that entire interaction.
I love it. So good.
Alright, so you going upstairs? Following the group?
Yeah.
Alright, you.
I'll keep an eye on Rory and look around for. I'll start up to him. Alright, so how much money did you end up winning?
A lot.
Well, I won all of the group's money back, plus, how much did you put in?
I put in about 14 gold.
So I guess I made about 10 gold, a few gems, and a few rings.
should
I don't know if they're magic or if they're just fancy.
And there's 25 silver in there, in case you missed that.
And there was 25 silver that I missed.
Well, this should be, fetch a fair price up there. Great job.
Yeah, I have a feeling, somebody, if 14 gold gets you in, that they wouldn't put in 3 magic rings, unless they didn't know they were magic. That's always a possibility.
I don't know that I'd be able to tell the difference.
I think I can, but I think I have to wait till tomorrow.
Fair enough. So I can find out where everybody else ran off to.
That seems reasonable.
So coming back over to Gray, you were like lifted and escorted up the stairs into what is now the entire upstairs bar is just empty. And so you are set down in one of the chairs, and the Dragonborn individual.
Can I at least have a drink before you beat my ass?
They said anything about beating anybody's ass?
You better not!
Oh God, where did you come from?
She's like that. She is sneaky as crazy.
He sort of looks at the half. The half sort of like that. He's like, you can't just. What are you doing here? You need to just. What do you like? Go. Yeah, we're just gonna have a conversation. You need to like. Who is this person? What is she?
She's my friend.
Augustina is like getting ready to play her flute, and she's trying to be threatening.
She's very good at music.
Okay. And so as the half-orc sort of like addressing you, the dragon was like, oh.
Yes.
Now, Godzi understands that you were trying to be non-harmful. You're just trying to play a little prank in the middle of a fight.
Good.
Get that. But, understand we can't have that type of thing.
Fair enough.
So, given that you are of a non-malicious nature, I'm not gonna beat your ass today.
Fantastic. I like this arrangement already.
And
To be
honest, the reason is I kind of have a headache and I don't feel like doing it.
Fair enough. I appreciate that too.
I'll give you a worse headache.
She could. I've seen her do it.
Here's the deal. You gotta leave.
With the flute.
You can't come back tonight. Come back tomorrow if you want to.
Cool. That's great. I can work with this. To be fair, to say my piece, that man almost shot me with a big arrow. I was pissed off at him. I will go ahead and leave. Goodbye. And I walk out the door.
Augustina's like backing up behind him with the flute.
And as I walk out the door, I cast minor silent image of that same goblin twerking on the table. Just because I feel like it.
He's leaving his mark.
That goblin is gonna be a reoccurring theme.
This is amazing.
That
She
goblin's
did a
gonna...
branding deal with the deal Scurbling.
Ooh.
So you guys all eventually come upstairs to see
I make it look like him.
the Dragonborn and the half-orc, like, again, entering down, sort of like step off to the side as you guys come up.
I'm just outside. I'm not
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
gone.
He does have his teeth, right?
Yeah. Arguably more than you.
That is absolutely fair.
When Kari catches up, I'm like, right, all fingers, all toes, both ears.
Do you need to check everywhere? I mean, shit. They didn't.
Haven't seen before.
Oh, that's
Is it all attached though?
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys all reconvene outside of the Steel Lady? You doing anything else for the evening or going to bed? At this point, it's like almost 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Heading back to whatever our sleepy place is.
You all return to the Lost Docks.
That was fun.
You can take your long rest.
Yes.
Actually, before we go to bed,
Okay.
Can't believe I lost.
once we get up to our room and wait till I hear everybody go into their room, I'll look over at Mary. I feel like taking a walk before we can turn in for the night.
Certainly, it's a lovely evening.
I have a acquaintance I need to make a visit to. I'd really rather not be disturbed. We have a discussion to have, and it might be better to have some company.
Certainly, whatever I can do to help.
Appreciate that. And head out.
Okay. So you heading to...
Head over to the butcher's.
As we're going over there, how is Curry feeling? What is Mare picking up?
The first thing we'll notice is as soon as we step out into the air, Kari's got her mask up, put on, just like when we were traveling through the cities. She is fully armed and almost that nervous energy right before, like the first time you're getting, like when you're getting on the horse for the first time, and you're like, okay, this is what I've been training for, this is what I've been doing. Oh shit. And just kind of see a little bit of the nervous stemming going on, and just kind of walking down the street, but staying to the sides, not in the middle of the street.
You guys head off that way. One quick thing before, we'll pick up on that later. One quick thing. As you all go to sleep, Riker. You have been sleeping, you're not sure for how long, when suddenly you wake up. You sit up out of bed and you see sitting on one of the like sort of dressers that's in the room, just totally relaxed, sort of next to the window. You see a beautiful woman with bronze hair, or bronze skin, small tusks sticking out below her cheekbones, a nice thin gold chain connecting one to her ear on her left side, dark red hair. She's sort of leaning back. As you wake up, she goes, "Hello, Ulthik. You're a hard person to find, you know that?" And that's what we'll pick up next week.
No, I don't want to stop playing. What are we gonna work on this? Come on.
I mean, we can keep going if y'all want.
One of us has a pet to go with.
So,
Just out of curiosity, Wes, being in that room, am I woken up by this exchange?
you are not.
Interesting.
Sucks.
Well then.